Yeah, kind of getting boring, huh?
Did I make it?
You're here, man. Let me click on you. What's happening?
All right. So, not that I'm proud of all this stuff, but I drove 100 miles an hour a day, every day. I've been pulled over so many times. I've fled pursuing vehicles. I've gotten out of so many tickets to the point where cop pulls me over. I'm on my cell phone to a cop I know who contacts dispatch so that when the cop finds the marijuana in the car, they tell the cop that there's nobody to transport him. Just impound the car and let him go home. Okay? I've gotten out of so much stuff. I mean, I gotta just calm down. But anyway, so hi. I'm here. I should change my background. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
But it is
Yeah.
100% corrupt here. It's all about, okay, I got into a double hit and run and fled a pursuing vehicle. I paid 10,000 to the lawyer, 10,000 to the Tamarack Boy Scouts, and $10,000 to Tamarack Kids in Distress. I never showed up in court, and the whole thing went away. I did get 6 points on my license. That's a double hit and run fleeing a pursuing vehicle. But you're right, there's no corruption in Broward and Dade County. Please.
Yeah, they just reworded. I know what you
You
mean.
just you
A
just
friend of
don't you just
mine got pulled over. He ran off, and then he had to donate so many things to the women's something charitable thing, and he had to
yeah.
make a bunch of donations. Well, that's bribery in
It,
another form.
it's unfortunate, but it's all about the money. If you've got a
Yeah,
hundred
they.
thousand dollars for a retainer, we're gonna, my stepfather was a criminal attorney for 50 years. My stepbrother's a criminal attorney. His wife was an attorney. I'm the black sheep of the family. I did 5 years in federal prison. I've been in jail plenty of times for just fleeing different things, but you bond out, whatever. So trust me,
Where
I've
were you
gotten
in the
away
pen?
with.
Oh, you were in Fed. You weren't in state.
No, but I mean, I've been in Broward County Jail, Dade County Jail, TGK. I've been in Palm Beach County Jail. I've flown Con Air 3 times. I did the Fed time. I've been in Miami, Talladega,
Yeah,
Alabama,
you've been
El
in.
Reno, Oklahoma. I've been everywhere. So,
Yeah,
and I'm not really
I was
proud
a
of it. It's just
corrections
what it is.
officer at in the Florida state system.
Yeah. Let me give you one last example because I know I talk too much, but when I
Keep
owned my
talking. We
businesses,
need
I
it.
had I had a retail baseball card store, right? Two baseball card stores called A Prince of Cards. We did great. But one of my customers was a police officer. Okay? I'm a convicted felon. He sold me a machine gun. Said, don't tell me what goes on in Broward and Dade County. It's a little different in South Florida than the whole rest of Florida. They're nuts here, okay? So,
I
I
hear
mean, there are
you.
beautiful areas and there are bad areas. But as far as corruption, Tallahassee's got a lot of stuff going on too. Orlando, I don't know about Orlando. I don't know that Central Florida area. I stay in South Florida because I've been here so long and I stay out of trouble now and I don't do anything. I don't even leave my house. But I know what goes on, and so do the cops. I had a cop that tells me, "Oh, if he pulls you over 20 grams of marijuana is a felony. So if you get pulled over and he finds a half ounce of marijuana, but you're being a pain to him, guess what? He's going to go in his trunk and turn that half ounce into 21 grams, and now you got a felony charge." So cops down here, and I'm not saying all of them, maybe just a few, they have drugs in their trunk to bump up your charge if needed. So please. And that's
I hear
facts.
you.
But I'll
Well,
shut up. I'll
I was
shut
a
up before one of them
corrections
sees me
officer,
on
but
here and
I
says,
was up in
"Prince, what the hell are you
Ocala.
doing?"
I was in a little bitty town where I don't think they have that kind of problem.
Yeah, this is like the big city. It's a little different and it's more corrupt. You know what
Lucy,
I'm
what's
saying?
happening?
It's just corrupt. So anyway, that got me fired up because there is a lot of stuff. It's all about money and who you know.
I didn't really know Miami was that bad. That's good news. Not good news, but that's informative news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the way it is
I
now.
didn't know
Of
it.
course, if you get caught, listen, if you get caught doing something really stupid, and I've had my cop friends back in the day tell, don't call me. If you get caught, you know what I mean. If you're doing something really stupid, don't call me. But if you got caught, and you're like DUI and you got weed on you, they might be able to mitigate it. That's all. And that
Uh,
exists. And then if you do get in trouble and you get the right attorney who, plays golf with the judge and went to the judge's son's bar mitzvah and gave a nice gift and everything, yeah, it'd be easier for you. It's just the way it is.
uh, you know what?
But that's
I'm
facts.
laughing because I know it's true in some areas.
Yeah, but I get upset when, and I love Vanita, but I get upset when somebody, maybe because they don't get in trouble and they think everything is wholesome, comes up and says, "Oh no, there's no corruption, or very little corruption. I've never seen that." Okay, you don't see it because you don't get exposed to it, and I'm glad
Yeah,
I
this
don't.
is people should pay their for their crime is very informative. There you go, very informative, exactly. Well, it depends on what city in America you're at. I'm like Benita. When I was a officer in Ocala at the prison, and there
Hmm.
wasn't but maybe 20 officers. I don't think they could get away with anything personally.
Well, yeah, a lot of times, staff will tell on other staff, like even just bringing in food, in federal prison and stuff, officers a lot of times will bring in food and we get to eat their home food and stuff, and that's not allowed, but it just depends. And then they get in trouble when another officer who's not liked tells on the good officer. So, but I almost
What
bought a
about
house or
Capri
bought
had?
property in Ocala a long time ago. I'm
He
trying to
usually
remember
gets
the
his
name of the street.
girlfriend to flash her stuff. I don't know. I don't really get in trouble. I was the other side.
Let's change this to over here.
I'm sorry. I was reading
Change it to
comments.
Randy's house. See, Randy's nice. He's letting me stay at his Florida house here.
I wish that was my house. If I had that house, I'd be there in a heartbeat. Anybody? Oh, by the way, if any of you folks live in Florida and you got a terminal disease, put me in the will. I could use a home. I'm ready. I can move back to America. Even if you're not terminal, but you're a little on the elder side, don't forget Brother Randy.
There
Just put
you
Randy
go.
W. Horton in your will. It'll be all right. They'll find me. And that's Randy W. Horton at Gmail for your attorney. That way at the probate court. Randy W.
That
Horton at
number again,
gmail.com. I accept inheritances.
867-5309.
Yeah, leave me a little something.
Oh
I
boy.
wouldn't mind.
But yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, Broward used to be worse back in the days of Sheriff Nick Navarro. I guess Vanita dropped out, but maybe she's listening. I'm not
He's
looking at the
getting ready for
comments.
work. Yeah.
Nick Navarro was a sheriff down here. Let me think, like in the late '80s or something. He was pretty much if you were on his side, you were pretty golden, as far as doing things borderline or whatever illegal.
Yeah, that's why
So.
Prince, you got to spell it Randy W. Horton. That way, well, the wrestler guy don't get my money. Don't leave out the WH in the middle. We'll have a problem. Yeah. DD, if you
Yeah.
don't mind, Randy W. Horton.
Oh, see, now I see the comments.
You know,
Good
that
morning, Captain Rehab.
that's something I've never dealt with in Saudi. But then again, I never talked to the police. I don't know if they have any, I don't think they have corruption. It'd be no way.
Yeah, I always thought just from your videos and stuff that Saudi Arabia is very low on crime. And no, Vanita, that's the way people should live. They shouldn't be exposed to the payoffs and the ripoffs and the things nobody saw. Just like that song, "Smuggler's Blues." And it's not a good life. It's a tough life. Anybody who gets by and doesn't really get into the system. You know.
There you
But
go.
anyway,
Nobody wants to
Miami
fall
is
in
a
that
big.
system and that deal. Now,
I
when you
think it
got
was
out, did
somebody.
you have to go on like a probation area, or were you out free and clear?
Yeah. No, that's funny. I thought when I came home from Holland, I thought I was facing 5 years. You do two with parole. Well, not only was there no parole, my guidelines were 5 to 40 years, and if I didn't accept the plea agreement and take the 5 years, they were going to try to give me 10. So I took the 5 years, did my time, and after that, I had 4 years of supervised release. So not only do you
No
go to prison,
way.
you have probation too. But we're going back 20 years. You know what I mean? I came home 20, 21 years ago.
Corruption's a dirty word. I prefer to call it a mutual agreement. I hear you. That's the way I am with kidnapping. I don't like to talk about kidnapping, but forced adoption, I can roll with that.
Collective bargaining.
So you had to do
Hey,
your whole
Lucy's
five
here.
years, man. That sucks.
Bullshit. No, no, no. Actually, you only do 85% of your time, and so you do 51 months on 60. And they had a thing called the drug program. So if you got into the drug program, you get a guarantee 6 months halfway house. So that's 51 minus six, and you could get up to a year off your sentence. However, the program was new, and by the time I got transferred and got into the program, I was only able to get 4 months off. So I
Okay.
actually only did 51. I did 41 months inside and got to fly on Con Air a few times and go to different facilities. And then I did 6 months halfway house or home confinement, and then 4 years supervised release, and then that's it.
I've never been to a federal prison. Are they more relaxed?
It's cleaner. It's cleaner. It's more stuff to do. Better, I think better food. It's just usually a better clientele. Although there's still it's still pretty. It depends what facility you're at, but
Hey, Phaser,
uh,
what's happening?
it's better. Somebody told me once when I was in Amsterdam, I met somebody and he said, if you're going to do time, do federal time, and if you're going to do federal time, do it in Florida. So being
Really?
I'm from the yeah, and it happens to be like Miami camp was one of the nicest camps. I was there. Miami camp. You'd rather be in Miami than Talladega, Alabama.
Well, I was a correction officer at the penitentiary. Everybody was on death row and doing life up outside of Ocala. And let me tell
Hmm.
you, they don't eat right, they don't live right, and they treat them badly. And you stay in bunkhouses, and there's nonsense all the time going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different. In the feds, we had, rec time. And actually, when I was there, we had weights at Talladega. So that's, one of the ways I came home. Well, I said to myself, when I come home, I'm going to look like I've been in prison. So I got really strong and blew up. I was 163 pounds. I could, squat 225 20 times and all that good stuff. So that's how we still got the guns.
Was it abuse of power? What's that? Who had abuse of
What he's
power? I
talking
don't
about the
understand.
guards, were they abusing their power?
Oh,
It's a tough situation on the guards, too,
I didn't
So
like it because the some of the guards were young, gung ho little pricks, and in the real world they wouldn't talk that way. And I did that job after training. I spent a year as a corrections officer, and then one day I just said, "I've had enough. I'm not going to live that life. That's crazy." There's too many young people that are gung ho that they're like Walmart cops that accidentally got a real job. I, really,
you
there's
know
some
what we
real
call them, right? Do you know what a hack is? HACK.
no.
It's a head. Well, I guess I can. It's a headless asshole carrying keys. Hack. Headless asshole carrying keys. That's what a guard is. It's a headless hack, and you can call them that. You can go up. I could go up to you in federal prison and say, "Hey, did you see the other hack?" And you'll answer me like it's normal, and I'm basically calling you a headless asshole carrying keys.
Yeah, that didn't work where
But
I was.
yeah, it's different in the feds.
Yeah, we were in a
Yeah,
hardcore place. I had
yeah.
sympathy. I just didn't want to see people treated the way they treat people, man. Just because you did something, don't be torturing the dude every day of his life, man. Give him a break.
Unless you cause a
We
problem and
had
you put
dudes in there doing 30 years for selling his prescription, and the guy's like 60 years old. They gave him
yeah.
like a life. He sold his pills, that his pain pills.
Yeah, that's
They,
serious stuff.
yeah, they gave
That's
him
like
like
heroin
five
and
years per pill. I can't be angry at somebody
uh-huh.
like that, poor bastard.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just too much, man. I couldn't even cooperate with that nonsense.
But if you get put like in special housing or the whole or double jail, whatever you want to call it, then you get treated a little, different. So in the feds anyway. You know what I mean? If you're causing a problem. But if it's
What they
just
used to do is let them fight, get somebody else to fight with them and turn their back.
oh yeah, they do that. They did that in New York City. I got locked
Hey,
up
what's
in
up,
or
Jacksonville
arrested
Beach
in New York
Tattoo?
City for something, and they tried to give somebody McDonald's to fight with me. I remember
Oh yeah,
that.
they would do it. They would egg them on and then
uh
turn
huh.
their back.
Oh
I
no,
wouldn't put up with
they
that
would
crap.
buy you food. Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, come. I wouldn't. Yeah, I
I live
didn't
in
see. I wasn't into that. I treated everybody normally. But if you came at me with that gangster attitude, that didn't work.
Hmm.
You and I would have a one-on-one talk when everybody left.
Hey,
I
that's
don't
why,
do that.
you know, who said it. Who said it best was Duty Ron, who said, you know, if you're out past like midnight or 1 in the morning, that's when all the trouble is. That's when you're not supposed to be out. So, you know, like Vanita said, she lives a simple life. That's the way. If you're home at the nighttime, you're usually staying out of trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you're out at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's not good.
Well, there's not many people out, so you're in the spotlight.
Well, no, no. I mean, there is, or there used to be prior to COVID. You know what I mean? Clubs closed at 2 a.m., other clubs closed at 4 a.m. So there was plenty of people out partying. Basically, the only people that would be on the road were the police and the drunks. But yeah.
Anyway, it takes a special breed to work in those hardcore prisons. I'm not that breed. I'm not mean enough.
Mhm.
I can't be
I
mean
know
to
you're a
people.
real nice guy.
I can't do it.
It's
Unless you're
just,
a thug to me, then I can take you out in a heartbeat and not think about it.
hey, Lily, Jacksonville Beach. Oh, I
But you
should
know what I
charge this
mean.
camera.
You're the same way. If somebody's cool, then you don't have a problem. But if they got attitude and they're, all that nonsense, it makes it really easy to handle the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Yeah, I'm not really into that program.
So anyway, I wasn't even set up. You know, normally I move my camera, my desk there. I never really got my equipment put the way I want it, but at least I threw it together kind of quick.
I got the
And
same
popped up
problem.
Vanita had me going, and like I said, she's real sweet. She always says, "Oh, you never come into my broadcast," but most of the time, I usually just listen to music, and you know, I put on the mostly music. You know, I was gonna say scopes, but broadcasts or whatever, outside of Donna or something or Shiny Hippie.
Anyway, I love the passion. Get in there and tell them like it is. It's corrupt, damn it. Don't if you don't know what you're talking about,
No,
you
I mean,
bunch of
I could tell
peckerheads.
you, there were so many times. Real quick, I give you one last story here. So I'm driving on 595, 100 miles an hour, and I see, oh man, there's an unmarked car, and he's telling me to pull over. So I pull over, I throw my hands out the window, and I go, "Sir, I know I was driving like an asshole, sir." And he comes up to me and he goes, "You know, it's worse than that." He goes, "You didn't even see me trying to tell you to slow down." He said, "You know how fast you were going?" I said, "Well, oh no." He goes, "Where were you going so fast?" I said, "My buddy is late for work. His car broke down." And I told him, "What do you want me to do? Drive 100?" He's like, "Well, you were." And anyway, I said, "All right." I gave him my paperwork, and I said, "Listen, I know you got to do whatever you got to do, but I work out with," and I mentioned the cop's name. So he goes back to his car about a minute. He comes back and he goes, "Listen, I'm going to give you a warning. You need to slow down." He just pulled me over at 100 miles an hour and gave me a warning because I mentioned a name. And he probably called the cop on his cell phone or whatever to see if I did actually know who he was. And then he let me go.
Wow.
Told me slow down.
Aaron, what's up?
That's what I mean about corrupt. You know, and we do that all the time. I don't because I don't drive anymore.
No more
But
driving.
anyway, yeah, I don't drive. I haven't drove in 10 years because
Really?
I got too many. I got too many tickets and crushed too many cars. And my daughters, you know, and I, we all just agreed that Daddy shouldn't drive because it's a 30-year history. You know what I mean? I drive 100 everywhere. I drive like you know, a cop with the lights on, and there's no reason for it. It's just a problem I have. And you know, when you do it every day, you get in trouble sometimes. I'm good at it, but or I used to be. I don't do it no more.
Yeah,
I
you're so
stopped.
good at it. You've been commended and how many times with those awards they call tickets?
Oh my God! You should see. I should break it down on the thing. I still have them. I have one. I have a thing that in the cops' narratives that says when I was able to get close enough to the vehicle to clock them, you know, I was doing 97 miles an hour. You know what I mean? I have one where I got like 12 tickets in one day because I pissed them off. You know what I mean? And got arrested. But those are other
Did you
stories.
see
It's like
Prince
they're called war
Ukukaboo's?
stories.
He says, "Do you have the name of that cop?" He's asking for a friend.
This is. DM me. Nah, if you're in Broward County, we could talk. But I don't think he's. I think he's retired at the moment. Anyway, you're going back a lot of years. Remember, this is you know we're talking.
No,
Oh,
and
I
he
don't know,
say
like
hello.
2000, 2010, in between those years.
All
So
right.
when I was pretty nuts. Anyway, I think I should drop down, have some coffee, smoke a little, and chill out.
I hear you, man. Thanks for coming out, Mark. Have fun. You're
I
welcome to
appreciate you
stay. It's
having
up
me
to
up,
you.
Vanita. I love you. And my last parting words is stay out of trouble. It's so not worth getting in trouble. Believe me, it's much better to do things the right way. I'm
I
gone.
hear you.
Thank you.
You're out of here?
Yep, yep.
All right. See you, Mark. There we go. Stories of the past. Miss Melanie Fay, what are you up to? Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. I guess, Vanita, you're still getting ready for work. Oh, man. What time we got? 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm so not into my day today. I may not go out. I may just go back and lay down. I'm like, I'm just not really in the mood for anything. I need to do a little housework. I'm just out of tune today. I'm like at the week of dead. You're just home relaxing. Morning now. I'm just going to have a shower. I hear you. I'm in my. Oh man, did I say your name? Earl's here. I did a broadcast last night on how I locked my keys in the car. That's funny. That was fun. Yeah. Hey, anytime, Mark. We appreciate you, brother. Mark's good people. I I'm just burnt today, man. Everybody's locked their keys in the car at one time, Karen. I think it's a lot harder to do today because the way the cars are made. You didn't how did you get them out? Well, we used to break windows, use hangers, slim jims. Somebody could get it out for you. We always figured out a way. My favorite way to get in the car was a coat hanger. Once you get it bent right, but now the new cars you couldn't do it. Oh, you did the locksmith. That's expensive. I never went to locks. We were young. We didn't have money for a locksmith. If we had to get a locksmith, we wouldn't have no money to go out for the weekend. Nowadays, you can use your phone to open your car and start it. Yeah, this is true. Nazim, hello, man. What are you up to? Are you coming up here? I'm inviting you now. If you don't want to come up, I will take it as a personal insult. My car won't lock if it senses the key is inside. You're invited. Yeah, I think for mine to lock with the keys inside, I don't know if you can or not. $70, but cheap. Oh, that's not bad. Still, if you're a young kid going out for the weekend, $70 is a lot of money.
Talk about pressure. Jeez.
Yeah, throw the pressure at you this morning, man. What's up?
Good. How you doing, pal?
Hey, I'm just chillaxing. Nothing going on.
Yeah, I picked up my new car and now I'm dealing with paying taxes on it and permits for our private
Oh,
garage
they
down.
give you the car before the taxes?
Yeah,
Oh, in America, you got to pay it in advance before you drive off.
really?
Yeah, they don't. You pay all
Well,
the insurance and the taxes before it leaves the dealership.
no, the insurance has to be it's a combined when you give back the old car and they take the new car because I got those deals that I change every 3 years the car. They
What
do
do you got,
this
a lease
whole
car?
Yeah, they do this whole deal thing where you just basically, but the taxes they'll basically let me pay them the day afterwards.
Yeah. So, yeah, the lease car in America, though, you're only allowed to drive so many miles a year. So it's like you
Nah,
pay a lot, but then you can't use the car.
no, no, no. Well, it's really not called a lease. It's something new that Ford invented. It's called Ford Credit, and it's kind of like you supposedly own the car and you can trade it in every 3 years.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
it's
I'm a
pretty cool. It's
Ford
pretty.
guy, so that would help me out.
I wonder. Well, you probably have it over in your neck of the woods.
Ford is everywhere, man. They're even in the Philippines. I bought my Ford there.
I just picked up the brand new Echo Sport.
Oh, I love the EcoSport. That's what
The
I have.
Eco Sport. You got
Yeah,
an
I
Eco
have one of
Sport?
those. It's a great little car.
My wife. I basically told her, "Listen, we're going to change cars." She says, "No, we're not. We're going to get the same upgraded model." I'm like, "Okay." That was the end of
Yeah,
that.
that little
So
EcoSport in a city is a great car.
it's a great car, and also when we
Yeah,
go to the country,
especially
you know
down
what's
in the
nice
hills.
about it? It's nice and high. So you don't have that issue that if you go through like terrain that's low, that the car
That's
keeps.
the reason we bought it totally, because
That's
I
the
had a speed bump in front of my driveway, and if I would have bought a normal car, we would have always had a headache. So we bought it because of the ground clearance.
Melanie has an EcoSport too. Hey, it's the EcoSport hour.
There you go. You know, Cup of Joe bought one.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, he bought the EcoSport too. The only
Man, we should
problem I don't like about it is after a couple of years, the air conditioner is not good.
really.
You got the
I
burnt
had
orange one. Okay, I went with the black one.
I went with the light gray one.
Yeah, there's only what, white, light gray, orange, and black.
That's
Maybe they
right.
have a blue. I don't know.
No, there's the blue is ugly as. Oh man, I looked at
It's
the
a
blue and I
weird
was like,
blue. It's like,
it's a weird blue. You're right.
yeah,
We
it's
should do
like
like
the
a
eyeball blue.
yeah, a little EcoSport Club Hap reunion,
We'll
and then
have, we'll have to do that.
and push it towards Ford and see if they can like give us some discounts the next time we buy a car.
There you go. Hey,
No,
we got like 5 people here I know that have EcoSports.
I
My
can't
car
believe
won't
it.
lock if it senses the keys inside the car, Cole said. Oh, sorry, Cole. I just now seen your comment. Yeah, the new cars have a computer key. You won't lock them in.
Now, the only problem I had this time, and I don't know if you had that, is that we ordered it on the 25th of last month and they delivered it yesterday. And I said, I already paid an installment on this. And oh no, Mr. We know we'll give you a free, and they gave me like a credit for a, what do you call it? A free service or whatever when the 2 years comes up.
You know what? I don't
But
understand that crap. Bernie has this. I mean, Grant had the same thing in Australia. He bought the
yeah,
car. He can't get it till a month later. You
no,
know,
I
in
know.
America, you will not leave that lot without the car. They
I
will
know.
find it. You will sign the paper. And you will drive home.
Well,
You don't even have
America's,
to sign the
yeah,
paper. Just give them a verbal commitment. They'll give you the car.
no, I know. It's different because America is built on car dealerships being like they'll bend over backwards if you sometimes they'll try to trick you, but down the road they're very customer oriented. Here it's a little bit different. In fact, this morning I got a call from Ford saying, Mr. Beltran, it's very important for you that you do the follow-up customer satisfaction. I said, well, I'm not that satisfied. Yeah, but our vendors depend that their jobs depend on it. I'm like, so why are you giving me why do I have to save somebody's ass?
Why? Not only is my car late, now I got to do you a favor and save somebody's ass.
Well, I'm Mr. Nice Guy, so I say, listen, I'll just give him 5 stars because it's not his fault that the car was delayed.
Melanie,
But
6 weeks for you to get your car. That's crazy.
I mean, what part of the world is this, Melanie?
Melanie, where do you live at? That's terrible.
She's probably over in Tennessee, where you come from.
Man, in Tennessee, they'll bring the car to your house, give
I
it to you
know
for
that.
a week.
I know
I'm
that's the
not
news.
joking.
Well,
If
that's
the
what my
dealer
wife told
knows
me.
you, they'll bring one to your
My
house.
wife at the dealership said, you know what? If we would have known it would have been a 5-week delay, we would have asked for a courtesy car and gave them back our old car because I had to pay taxes on my old car also for some strange reason.
Oh, you're in Scotland. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scott, that's here in Europe. It's kind of like I get the impression that Ford in Europe is a little bit like
they're pretentious, man.
I know,
Now,
kind
in
of
the
like
Philippines,
Apple, right?
yeah. In the Philippines, they have the opposite. They have a cold sales approach. You take it, you take it. You don't want it, you don't want it. But they have this no haggle price. That's the price. That's it. That's the price.
Oh, you
And when you
can't get
buy
the
the
you
car
can't get
there,
yeah.
the taxes and the insurance are included in the car.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have to take their insurance, and it's already there, and you don't have a choice.
Whoa, that's kind of aggressive.
Well, that way, when you leave, every car is insured. Florida is officially America's most corrupt state. Says 420 mark.
The New Times. That's like a local magazine from Miami. When I used to live, the New Times was just starting off. Florida's
Yeah,
yeah. I'm not surprised about Florida, but you know what, Mark? At the end of the day, there's corruption in every single part of the world, every state, there's always some guy that's always, doing some weird shit.
that's true. There's something going on somewhere. and everybody's has done it. No matter
Exactly.
who you are, you gave your cousin a job, you gave him a
There you go.
recommendation, you
Yeah.
did it. You can
You
say your recommendation isn't corruption, but the
it
guy
is.
you called had the pressure and knew if he didn't hire him that you would be a dick to him. So at
That's
the
right.
end of the day, everybody's guilty, and I don't want to hear anything about it. Everybody's guilty.
Mic drop from Randy.
Yeah, it's true. How is your corruption less guilty than mine? You know, when you call your friend up and say, "Please help my cousin get a job," that's corruption in today's world.
That is, yeah.
That favoritism and corruption. But at
So
the end of the
true.
day, if you
So
don't
true.
hire my kid, I'll make sure your company fails.
Yeah. Well, I won't give you. Yeah. Well, we had that in the past with there was a kind
Oh,
of
you're off.
yeah, with the digital stuff. There was a company that was constantly asking us for discounts, and we were very adamant about not giving it to them. And at the end, I kind of like gave them some sort of small discount, and they went with the other company anyway because the guy who was in management said, "Yeah, but with all the work we gave you, we expected a bigger discount." I said, "Well, listen, you know what? Bye."
And
I'm
I
not gonna
hate
lose.
that.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over that crap.
Now,
I
I'm
asked for the
getting ready
gamble
to
liver, and
say
they gave me
something.
cow.
We do a lot of bidding for these contractors from India.
Right?
And I would like to say to you that work for those stingy bastards, don't call me no more. Really. All the engineering work that we do and everything we do to give you a good quotation and you never buy from us, kiss my ass. That goes to you guys out there. It's terrible.
Well, you know
Good
what?
afternoon. What's happening, Ed?
Edward's here. You know what? I saw the commercials for Cavan on American TV, and it looks like an incredible way of doing. I mean, and they delivered a car to your house and stuff. You see,
Okay.
that's going to catch up worldwide pretty soon. Because I have a sense, and maybe Randy, you agree with me. I was talking to somebody about the future of car companies, and somebody was saying that like maybe 5 to 10 years from now, you're not going to own a car. It's basically you're going to pick it up at diverse locations and use it for whatever you need that you
Yeah,
need to
that's not
do.
going to work. People love their car. The only
I
people
know.
that would do that is you pansies in Europe.
Who you calling Benz? Yeah, I'm gonna get on a plane. I'm gonna hand deliver. I'm gonna hand deliver 3 Italian pizza
People in Europe will
pies.
bend down and do anything the government says. We know you guys. Hannah Biana, what's up?
Hello. That was funny.
DJ Progressive, what's happening?
That was funny. So this morning, I went out. I went downtown because I had to also get a permit for the car, and I did a little. I was able to do a really nice stream from the Duomo from the center of the city,
I'll go back and check it out. Cool.
and it held up very well with 4G, as you say, as opposed to 5G.
Yeah, the 5G is just not streamable.
That
Doesn't
bursting
work.
stuff. That bursting stuff ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
Oh
But I
man,
noticed people in Europe, you guys follow government rules better than a US citizen. US people don't really obey like anything and everything, you know?
you're
The
right.
people hold tight to what they believe no matter what.
You're right.
You know, where then in more of the European, the more socialist style, people kind of just fall in place.
I
US
know.
people, even if it's better for them, they won't agree. I don't know. I think it's more dumb. US is being trained to obey now. Yeah, they're trying to train them. But most people in the US are not very obedient to the government's direction, you know?
Well,
If you live in
one thing they're obedient about is taxes. If you play around with taxes, you end up getting your assets seized, and you even end up going to jail if you don't.
they got billy clubs in Europe. Okay. I never talked to
I
a
was at the
president.
president. It was very pleasant. The car vending machine is alive and well. Yeah, I know. It's like getting a can of Coke, buying a car in the States.
Man, I told you I had a dealer in the town. I could call him up. I used to travel from Tennessee, Texas, out to California. In the middle of nowhere, Texas, we had bought 3 or 4 cars. And I could buy a car anywhere in America using my ID. And that dealer, I used to wait and go to him because he would give us such a good deal.
How many years ago was this?
This is in the 90s,
In the 90s, yeah,
80s, 90s.
when I was still there. Yeah.
We could buy a car anywhere. You just your
It was
ID.
yeah, it was real easy to buy a car in the States.
It's still in America easy to buy
They
a
would
car.
literally throw cars at you just to get you in the dealership to go. Yeah. Here it's like an attitude thing. The guy who sold me the car, I mean, he wasn't that friendly.
Really?
Nah, he wasn't. They're not into like come on, and they're like sitting there. It's kind of like a state-run job for them, like they're at the post office. You know, really.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Philippines is
Helen's
similar.
here. Helen's here. Isn't it? This is where distrust creeps in. Okay.
Isn't this where distrust creeps in? I don't know. Randy, that's a trigger word for a black person, AID. Um, I never heard of that before.
No,
If
me
you're
neither.
triggered by the word ID, you're probably from Mexico. I didn't know.
Let me ask you how when you have to buy a car in Saudi in the kingdom, what does
Yeah,
one have to do?
you can finance or pay cash.
And you go into the dealership, and is there a guy that's nice about it? He shows
Oh
you
yeah,
the
oh yeah,
car.
they're friendly and ready, but they don't give you the car.
Ah, you see, you got the same freaking problem we have in
You got to
Europe.
wait like a few days, and they
Okay.
get once you buy it, then they do the registration, and when you get it, it has the paperwork. They don't let you just drive off without a license and paperwork.
No, well, it's the same in Italy. And in
And in
fact,
America, they give you a piece of paper that says you got a license. Have a good day.
I know and they give you the temporary tag and everything.
Yeah, no, they don't do that here. You don't walk in and walk out with a car the same day. I don't see
Same
that
here.
happen.
No, yeah, well, yeah. We were arguing with the manager of the dealership yesterday, and he was like, "Well, I don't understand what the we're in the middle of COVID, and you have to understand the delay." And I'm like, "Give me a break." The sales guy said the car was on the lot, and that was why we decided to try to get it as fast. And you guys then send us an email saying that it's not on the lot. You know what? I'm gonna rethink about that poll that customer satisfaction thing I have to fill out.
You had
You
a
get
high quality content, even the dance party at the end. All right.
Oh yeah, I saw that, Helen. Yeah, because Nomsky came in and you know what happened? I was doing the live stream and I couldn't close it, Randy, for some strange reason on the Android. I was pushing the end button and it would not go.
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes.
So then at the end of the day, I said, I hope the stream stays up. So I thought I had closed the phone and put it in my butt pocket, and everybody was laughing because they could hear me walking around with my. So then, what's his name? Nomsky came in and started doing some dances to entertain the people. It was pretty fun. He's a nice guy. I don't know if you met him.
Yeah, you got to wait for a few days when it's purchased illegally. I hear you, Ed.
The scooter to car ratio in Europe is unreal. Yeah, I know. It's a huge scooter. I showed that on my stream because they were asking, what are all those scooters on the street? Italy's full of Vespas and scooters.
That's funny. There's more prostitutes in Thailand than scooters, by the way.
Well, there's a lot of scooters in Thailand too, from what I gather.
That was a reverse humor nonsense if you didn't hear that. That was black humor. Sorry about that.
There you go.
Dark humor, we'll call it. We don't want to
We'll
offend
call it, yeah, right.
dark humor.
Only with a gun, we have to wait a few days in America.
Ed, I just invited you.
It's probably driving somewhere.
Oh, God. I hope you're not driving or walking. It's like you hold your phone on a rubber band clamp and it's all over the place. My neck still hurts from your last broadcast.
Hey, Randy, did you figure out what the hell you had, how much Bitcoin you got in that card you found this morning?
No, I need to open it. I don't know. I got money there, but I don't know how much.
You might have
The problem, I only have one more chance, and I'm afraid to touch it right now. I'll wait till my mind's clear.
Well,
Rod seems
willing to crack the code.
I like black humor, laugh out loud, just saying. Well, get up
Hi,
here. Let's
Trisha.
make
How you
fun of
doing?
you.
Yeah, come on in. Hi,
Trisha,
Trisha.
Unica. What's up, girl? How are you?
I had the work couldn't end the broadcast. Yeah, Karen, it was weird. I was kind of pushing. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I was
It happened. I've had to reboot my phone because of it.
Well, I rebooted my phone, and I thought if I reboot my phone, it's not going to save because it was a ballad when it was showing Milan. I went to La Scala, the Opera House. I had some free time this morning.
That's
It's
cool.
today is my type. I got inspired by you. I said, I'm going to just take half a day off like Randy does.
Yeah, it's Ramadan. We
Yeah.
don't do that all the time.
No.
Give
Oh
me a
man.
minute, gentlemen. All right.
Here we go.
You said gentlemen. You talk about another broadcast? Maybe you
Yeah,
typed
that's
it.
not. I don't think he's referring to us.
Yeah, it must be another broadcast. Wrong broadcast, buddy.
Wrong broadcast, buddy. Oh man. So what are the plans? Oh, you got to work tomorrow, but then you work on
No, I don't work
Saturday.
tomorrow. I will go back Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Yeah, you work Sunday. That's right. That's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, you never get used to it. Doesn't
Because
happen.
because
You were
Sundays
raised in the West. Working Sunday feels weird.
it is weird. We don't work Sunday. We don't work.
Nobody in the world works Sunday. Only Saturday. It's crazy.
I know.
Like I say, you don't get used to it. Every Sunday, it's like torture. And I want to take the cover off my phone. I dropped it. I want to see if it broke.
This isn't. You keep change. You change. You change phones like you change toilet paper.
Yeah, I test them, play with them. It's
You
not
play
something
with
I'm
them. You
committed to.
test them. You keep getting. I'm like. I was in Istanbul. I was asking you for a recommendation on the phone. The next thing I know, you already have another phone. I'm like, what happened?
Did you buy that phone, by the way?
Nope. I'm still on hold on it because I don't know.
It's a good phone,
I'm getting tempted by the iPhones again.
man.
I
Go with
know.
an iPhone. If you're tempted, do it.
I know. Do what you got to do. Be happy about it. It's just an object.
Really, it's not a big deal.
I know. A lot of people really go bonkers about it.
Like you. Oh, you sell, you sell. Yeah, I sell it. It don't mean anything to me.
Yep.
I'm not committed to any device. I'm not a lover of anything where I can't live without it. You
Exactly.
know?
I totally agree with you. Turn off the phone? What? No way.
Even for cars, I'm not that way. I don't care. If it works great, I like it. If somebody wants to do something, I'm ready to let it go.
Yeah, I got the same thing. People are like, oh, I was like, as long as it just doesn't break down and it takes me from A to B, and that's all I care about. But at the same time, in the business I'm in, since I do work with fashion client, I end up going to their, not lately, but I end up going to their corporate headquarters. They look at the car and they're kind of like, oh, okay, good. This guy who we hired, he's got a nice car. He doesn't have a dumpy car.
Yeah, if
It's
you
it's
drive
kind
a
of
nice car to an interview, they think you want too much money.
I knew you were going to say that, which in my case is true.
You pull up for the interview in a Maserati, you probably
Well,
failed
no,
the
yeah,
test.
I don't go that far. Ford EcoSport is a decent car. Ford EcoSport's in that 9 level. We're like, okay, good. But I remember we did
Conservative but good, yes.
we years ago we had one of our clients was San Pellegrino, the water people, and man, we went to their headquarters, and the manager comes out, he sees me drive up. I was with this partner of mine at the time, and I had an old Ford Fusion. It was really old. He looked at the car and he goes like, I was expecting you to have an Audi. And I'm like, well, nope. And I would look at the lot, and all the managers had like BMWs, Audis, and it's like, it's all that sociological game that kind of makes me sometimes wonder, is this really
Just
all?
pull up on a bicycle and blow them away.
Well, another thing is when we did Versace, when we did years ago Versace, the guys at Versace would like hint, you never wear Versace. I'm like, why do I have to wear Versace? Well, it's kind of like the whole uniform thing. And I go, well, if you guys, kick in some nice things from Versace, I might just wear them. They were all laughing. They never sent me any.
Never got any Versace.
Nope, which is good.
Well, I'm glad I don't sell ladies' brasiers. Well, you got to wear one. How can you sell it?
Oh yeah, they always want you to push that onto the female companions or whatever. So who we got here? Edward's not
You got
coming
Mark
in, man.
on. Let's get a G wagon. That'll help you out.
There you go. The G-Wagon. Now, you know what's very funny? The car that I would love to have, and it's just one of those things, and I know my wife's always trying to like surprise me with it, but the problem is it's the old Fiat 500s from the 1960s. And I said I would love to have one of these just to have it in the countryside, but the problem is that everybody tells me that mechanically you need to have a mechanic that knows how to, and it can become into one of those money pits that you don't really need.
Happy,
Hey,
I understand what's happening.
hey, Happy was in. Happy's on my Duomo thing. Hi, Happy. I
I'm
hope.
gonna watch the replay after this.
Thanks for dropping by on my live stream. Really appreciate it this morning. When you can't turn off live stream, that's the safest you can do. True. So I'm gonna have friends over for dinner tonight, and I gotta cook. So pretty soon, I'm waiting for confirmation so I can do some groceries. I'm gonna cook a kind of chili tonight.
I haven't had a good chili in a long time.
Well, you gotta make it yourself. Here in Italy, it's unheard of.
Really?
Yeah, it's
here
like
too. Nobody ever has chili. They don't know what you're talking about.
they don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, chili. What the heck?
What the hell is chili? Yeah.
You know what? I got some hamburger. I have some tomato sauce,
Right?
and I may have enough stuff to make
You
chili
should try.
right now.
You should try to make it not for lunch right now because you're running behind me or you're running ahead.
It's 4 o'clock. We eat in 2 hours.
There you go. So for tonight, you can make some.
Yeah, I'm gonna order groceries Instacart.
How does that work? Because I'm always curious about where
Not
you
me and
are.
Mark. I was reading his comments. I've never used it.
Oh, okay. Wait, no. How is it like? I don't want to sound idiotic because I
I've
know
never
it's a.
ordered groceries that way.
But is there like a
Really?
nice supermarket that looks like a Western style supermarket, or they have? Is it kind of like fruit vendors and vegetable stands in your neck of the woods, Randy?
Me, we have anything and everything you want.
There you go.
You want to go to the vegetable market, the fresh meat market, or you want to go to the 5-star grocery? Where do you want to go
Do
to
they have
buy?
like Whole Foods and stuff?
Yeah, we have. No, but these stores do have departments that have that. Think of your market who delivers, Nazim. There you go.
Well, yeah. Here we don't have Whole Foods. Here we have big supermarkets that are very similar to American supermarkets, and then we have the little places that the neighborhood markets that are the coolest ever because the guy knows you
Yeah,
and
we got
the
those everywhere. You
and
can
the
get.
veg and the
The
veg
funny
and
thing
the,
here,
yeah.
the price is the same everywhere. Doesn't matter if you buy it at the convenience store or the grocery. The
No,
pricing is uniform here.
no, here the prices are cheaper at the grocery store. These little places are kind of like boutique style.
Okay.
I
Here we pay
love
the same
Publix.
price.
Well, yeah, Publix is basically Miami based. I mean, Florida based, and I remember going to Publix all the time. I think they have them in Georgia too. Somebody told me that Publix expanded to Georgia, but I don't know if that's true. Costco, yeah. My friend in Miami is nuts for Costco.
Yeah, but who needs 13 liters of peanut
That's the big problem. I don't want a big ass can of pickles that lasts for.
butter? 500 liters of pickles, only
I know. Oh my.
$12. You're gonna have to rent a crane to get them in the damn house,
Well, we
or you
don't
got to
have
buy 35 jars of mayonnaise to get it for $2. I don't
exactly.
need 35 jars of mayonnaise.
No, it's kind of weird the concept. I mean, I can understand if you have a restaurant or you're.
I don't know. It's okay sometimes, I guess, but it's really weird.
Well, they don't have Walgreens. We don't have Walmarts. None of that. We have an Italian copy of Home Depot. That we do have.
They have a copy of Walmart here called Lulu.
sounds
Really, it's called Lulu.
Sounds like a brothel.
Sound like something that's weird. Lulu.
Well, now ordering, yeah, here in Italy, it's become big after the pandemic. Ordering online has become huge. Before, people did not trust online commerce.
Okay, we do have online called Quick Market. The grocery will deliver to you in 20 to 30 minutes.
And the prices is there like a markup on it for the delivery?
They have a five real delivery fee. What's is $1.50?
That's a deal. You know how much time that saves you? I'm
I
back.
didn't. I
Hey,
didn't even
Chris,
know
what's
we had
up? The
Chris.
markup
Oh,
10%
sorry.
over the store price. Yeah.
They mark it up 10% over the store price. Do they, Mark? Huh.
Instacart.
Yeah. So ours is quick market. I don't need
I
anything.
saw I saw the video. Did you see the video on the Amazon grocery where you basically go in and it just like the items sent that you pick are already so that you don't need a cashier at the end. It's kind of everything's automated.
They have those in American groceries at
Yeah.
different points.
Yeah.
It's all automated, but it's a headache.
I don't know. I work in technology. I'm not a big fan of all this crap. And also because, there's some people that just have to do certain jobs that's what they want, I don't know. Let's see what happens in the future.
Well, the future problem is going to be actually the machines should serve everyone, but then the servers of the machines should provide income to everyone. You can't take all the income away without providing an alternate way for people to make money. If
Well,
you want
that's
machines to run the world, that's no problem. But there
right.
should be a machine tax that helps pay the wages of the people who are not there.
Yeah, which is the theory of the universal income thing that
Yeah,
they're,
they need universal income. A
yeah.
lot of people want to fight it, but you need it.
Well, if it does,
It's needed.
if it doesn't occur, you're going to have a major social uplift in the next 5 to 10 years. Because at the moment, right now, there's a lot of support from governments that are just basically going in debt to be able to, or taxing us to increasing our taxes to be able to cover the 2 years, the 1.5 year that we've been going through. I'm 10 minutes from an Amazon distributor center. Yeah, my country house is about half an hour from the biggest Amazon distributor center in Europe. I can order lots of things, same delivery. Yeah, the thing with Amazon, I gotta be a little. I use Amazon, but I gotta be a little bit critical. When they grab something like this and put it in a gigantic box full of paper stuff and stuff like that, you say to
What
yourself,
is it?
"Man, this is kind of like a one of those,
Oh, a USB dongle.
yeah, dongle." I mean, really, you know, it's like the waste and the stuff, and you throw out all this paper. I don't know. You would think they would be a little bit more efficient with all the technology they have.
Good morning, gentlemen.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. Where are you?
Where are you?
Well, I didn't come up because I'm walking and don't want you to see me, jiggling around, man.
Oh, go ahead, jiggle around.
Oh, just jiggle it.
Jiggle it just a
Jiggle,
little bit. Now jiggle it.
jiggle it, my friend.
You guys are hilarious, I tell you.
We're on a
good,
roll.
good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, it's the best day of my
You're
life.
up there. We're waiting for you to turn your camera on.
Yeah, we want to
Ah,
see the jiggle.
you don't
Jiggle
want to
it,
see the
wiggle it. Do it now.
Wiggle it. There you go. Nice hat, buddy.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
There you go. Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah, great. Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah. So
Dragon
how
just
are you?
subscribed. All
You
good,
guys?
all good, all good. I gotta cook for some friends tonight. I spent the morning. I did a little thing from Milan,
Dragon, welcome from Seattle.
showing a couple of locations,
With peace, how are you?
and that's it. Today I'm taking the day off. I got inspired by Randy. I saw Randy this morning say that he had the day off, and I said, "Heck, I'm going to join Dan. I'm going to take my day off too."
That's good.
Hey, sometimes you got when you're the boss, you can do these things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I know that,
We're
but
all the
since you,
boss of our own life.
That's right.
yes, that's true. But when you own your own company,
Yes,
uh, you really don't take a day off. You just you
that's
take a
true.
pause. You take a
You
pause.
take a pause. You're right
The
about that.
same thing works with wives. That's why I don't rent.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry about that, preacher Ed.
No, it's all good, man. Don't worry.
I meant
I,
that in
I,
a good religious way, by the way.
Hey,
I
Swift
know.
Beats, how you doing? Why don't we bring our friend from London into the live?
I,
Send
Come
I'm
send
on,
him
still,
an
Swiss Beats, get up
send,
here.
send him an invite.
You're
Randy. I'm
invited.
still trying. I'm still trying to get used to the scooter comment
Which one?
from
Well,
Thailand and all the
I
scooters.
know, yeah, the scooters,
It's
yeah, yeah,
true. It's
yeah,
just facts. Facts are funny sometimes.
they
Yeah,
are.
well,
Swiss
that's a
Beats, you've been invited. Nazim, I made you a director because I have to go use the men's room. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm the director.
So put you as a director while I'm taking my tinkle.
Do I get a baton?
No, but I do have some Louis Vuitton purses.
Let's see.
How was your Friday so far, Nasai?
Great, great. This morning I had to do some paperwork stuff, and then I had a meeting. Then I did a little walk down the Duomo, showed the people a little bit on. I did a haps from here, and then
Nice.
I had a fast meeting in my old office with some staff because we're in the process of getting new office space, but it's such a headache because everybody's with the COVID. It's like all these restrictions, so
Okay.
we're trying to figure out the move. And so right now I'm back home for now.
Yeah. Now, how far are you from? Now, you currently are in Italy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How far are you from Vatican City?
Oh, quite far. It's
Okay.
6. We're going next month. We're going to Rome next month. It's a 6-hour car drive.
Oh, okay. So you're pretty far. Well,
Yeah,
my daughter's.
but
Go ahead.
train wise, it's 2 hours. There's 2.5 hours. But there's a bullet train that takes you down there. So your daughter's in
Yeah.
the Vatican right now.
No, no, no. She studied there. She studied
Ah,
at John. She studied at John Cabot University.
yeah, I'm
Uh,
familiar with it
there,
in
there
Rome.
in
Yeah,
Rome.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was a yearly exchange. She went to Cal State University of Long Beach here, and
Gotcha,
she did international studies. So
gotcha.
she did a semester abroad, and my wife and I came over
To visit,
to visit during Thanksgiving, and we had to go to the butcher
right?
because we wanted to locate a turkino, which is a turkey.
Yeah, yeah. The turkey. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a new experience for us, and I
They're
had to
not.
learn.
They're not accustomed to it. They don't have the big butter balls here,
Yeah, but we found it, and my wife, we went to the little market right down from the Airbnb that we rented, and
right?
my wife made the string beans with almonds, and she made all
Good.
different things. So I had to learn to light the pilot underneath the stove, and
Oh, there you
it,
go. Welcome
it
to
was a whole
Italy.
exact. It was a whole new experience.
That's fun. Those things are always fun. I have a very good friend. I have a very good friend of mine. He's American. No, he's married to an American, and he funded a company and invented the software. And he's very well off. He lives in Bologna, so every year we make this big group of Americans that go to his place, and we do a Thanksgiving, and he orders a turkey and does the whole thing. But for the last one last year, we had to cancel it.
Wow.
But we get the cranberry, we get everything because
Yeah.
there's military bases here
Okay.
Nazim,
for the NATO. Yeah,
are you and your wife going to get into this blogging like you said?
we're already doing it, man. Have you seen our blog?
No, I mean to this live stream blog, not just your regular.
Oh no, I haven't heard about it. Who's is it Rosella who's pushing it? No.
No, I'm actually putting together. I'm looking for 5 people that want. Oh, we got Mr. Swift Beats here. You didn't click
There
on him.
you go. Hey buddy. How you doing?
Hey,
No,
Mr.
I'm trying
Swift
to. I need
Beats.
like 4 more people to join a channel I'm trying to create who like to
Oh,
live stream different parts of the world. And I
I'm
think Italy
buddy.
is an important part.
If you send me an invite and you think I'm the appropriate person, I'm in.
I'll talk to you and show you, and I'll send you a DM on Twitter.
Sounds great.
It's
So
about
excellent.
travel only, just people who live in parts of the world nobody really is familiar with.
Excellent.
yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Well, that
How's
excludes
it
me,
going?
Randy.
Thank you for the invite.
Ed, we could use you there for religious African consulting.
Yeah, and also and also for jiggling.
Jiggling. And now it's a word from our jiggler. It's a
Hey,
word
hey,
from our jiggler.
Swift. I need your help, Swift. Please rescue me, Swift.
Hey man, you got yourself into that. You left it wide open.
I got my headphones on at the moment. What?
What? My sound is out. Go ahead, Swift.
I'm jiggling to the beats right
Careful,
Oh,
Swift.
that's
Texas Snow Bunny.
hilarious.
Hello, how are you?
I'm just
You guys
joking.
are so funny. Good
Thank
morning,
you.
Swift. It's
Miss
been a minute
Malika
since I've seen
Mars.
you.
What's that?
Morning. Yeah, it's been a
Hi,
while.
folks.
It's been a
DJ
while since I've been
Progressive.
on Haps for a
How
bit.
you doing? Welcome. Hey, Texas Snow Buddy.
Yeah, I've seen your broadcast. I just haven't had the opportunity to come through, but I've seen you cooking and you and Ann having your little
Yeah.
broadcast and your little love affair on Haps television. It's beautiful.
Well, I wouldn't call it an affair, but
I don't know if it's a
definitely
jiggle.
love.
I don't know if you're
Definitely love.
jiggling.
I don't know about you,
Hey,
yeah,
listen.
but I think the jiggling's more of a concern for you.
Don't mention to the wife that
Oh
you're
my God.
jiggling because you're gonna get a.
And you better be careful because I'm a
Yeah.
I'm a composer. Remember that.
There
Where
you
do they
go.
use
I
that
may have
word
to make a
jiggling?
theme tune
Is
for
that
you.
what kind of people
Yeah,
are
please.
jigglers? I'm really not
Please,
familiar
please.
with a jiggler.
I
Is that
got.
in
Let me
what words do they use jiggle?
let me look it up in the Urban Dictionary.
I'm sure a jiggler is something.
Wait a minute. Why
DJ
can't we look it up
Progressive
in the
said love
Italian
affair.
dictionary?
You got that right. Oh,
Look
that's
it up in the
funny.
Italian dictionary. Why has to be urban?
I think jiggling has a different meaning there, brother Ed.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I don't think it has
Well,
the meaning you
I'm just
thought.
using that. No, you were telling me I'm moving all around and the camera's jiggling.
Yeah,
You
but I
said the
think
word.
jiggler means something different nowadays. That's the other day I told somebody I was teabagging it. And I didn't know what teabagging meant. And people were laughing. You know, when I was young, when you said you were teabagging it, you know what that means? Teabagging means you sit down on the toilet with the lid up and your testiculars dangle in the water. We call that teabagging it. But apparently that's not what it means anymore.
The
Oh
usage of
man,
words. It's very
I
funny.
I can't believe this. This is funny.
Yeah, that's what we called it. Apparently today it's something
Random
totally
man.
different.
Totally different. Totally different. So
I
how are
know.
things in London, my friend?
It's all right. It's just a bit cloudy,
It's
cold.
cloudy. Yeah, it's cloudy and cold here too. The temperature
Random.
changed.
What about the weather over there on the other side of the pond?
Where the jiggler is?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We're
We
bouncing
got a
to the coast of
jiggler,
the
a
jiggler.
teabagger, and what else? Come on now, spit it out. Be honest today.
You can see right now. It is 6:10 a.m. The sun will rise at 6:40. Right now, they're expecting the highs will be 78 degrees. So Fahrenheit, you have to convert that to Celsius. But it's going to be a beautiful day here in Southern California.
It's always beautiful in Southern California. It never rains.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to get like maybe 25, 30 days.
Stay in the window.
June gloom. That's yeah.
It used to.
But
I remember
remember,
that
it's a
song
desert.
about. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, but
It's a
remember, it's a
desert.
desert, and I keep telling them. They tell me follow the science. Follow the science. I said, well, it's a desert. I'm following the science.
You know, I
Let
love
me
Southern
ask you.
California. I just don't like the cost
A
of living.
stupid question. Is your water bill very expensive in California?
No.
Okay.
I live in Orange County. We have a pretty good water treatment plant. So.
Okay. Because here in
I
Milan,
was curious. What about in the UK, Swift Beats? Do you pay a lot of money for water?
a water tax?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, water is a big deal.
Milan
It's expensive.
it's cheap as hell because we're sitting on water.
Water here is high.
It's more the gas.
Well, it makes sense that in Saudi you would have a high water tax.
Yeah,
Chris,
I guess so. It is.
Chris said it rarely rains in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is yeah. That's one of the places my wife said if we ever go back to live in America, she would want to go to New Mexico or Arizona.
What the heck would
Yes.
you live in New Mexico for? There's only 4 people there.
That's what you told me
Yeah,
when I
that's
mentioned that.
why.
You mentioned that a while back. That's why, probably.
That's why exactly. Randy, stop cracking on our states. It's pretty nice in New Mexico.
Doesn't
I
rain here in
don't know,
Oregon in the
man.
summer, and it gets
I've been to
extremely
where
bad.
Chris lives, and
I
I'm
heard,
not really joking. Chris, how many people live in Deming, New Mexico? Really? Like 200? It's not that many.
Edward, are those like trucks passing by, jets, or what the hell do you have in the background there?
No, right now
Maybe.
I'm on the through road because I'm
Right?
right next to Randy would know this. I'm right next to the Los Alamitos racetrack. Right here
Ah,
are all the thoroughbreds,
there
million
you
dollar
go.
horses,
There
Somebody
you
all
call
the
the
million
Los
dollar.
Alamitos police and tell them there's a jiggler trying to get in your car.
Now, Randy, you got to realize where I live. Where I live in Orange County. We only have 10 police officers, so we're good.
Okay.
and he knows them all.
I do.
Edward,
I know every one of them.
Oh, there's
Yes.
Edward, you might know
15,000
the
people
law,
dimming. All
but
right.
you might not know this law as well. On the hats, especially. You know, there's these awards, isn't it? You better be careful because Randy might get Pablo up here to create an award for you, which is especially for that jiggler.
The
The
jiggler.
Jiggler
There
Award.
you go. Now let
I
me
need
ask
to
you a
look
question.
this up. We're talking about this too much. I
No,
need to see what
no, wait a
award
second, wait a second. I remember that there used to be a term, you know, when you used to open a car, putting in the coat hanger and jiggling the thing to try to open the car when you forgot the keys inside the car?
Yes.
Isn't that a jiggler? No.
Well,
So
when you look
hopefully
at
I
it
can show
on
you
the
guys
Urban
some.
Dictionary, jigglers are tits, little shaved balls of
So,
jello.
so,
In context, it says,
so
damn, look at them jigglers. So that is the actual meaning in the Urban Dictionary there for you.
So then we cannot. Edward is not a jiggler.
can you guys see that right there?
Yeah, we can.
They're actually walking every morning. All these people come and they walk these horses, and these are look at the feet all bundled up. They got the
Yeah,
thing on it, and they're working them out. But these are all $1 million horses,
there you
and
go.
it is
Wow.
it's amazing to see the care that these horses get.
Ed, this
You
is a
know,
jiggler.
There's a
look at that.
Oh, look, the horse is coming right at you.
He said hello.
There you go.
See, so this is one of the areas, Randy. You know, I'm in Cyprus right now, Randy. Getting ready to walk to Catella. I'm going to walk down towards Disney World.
Oh, geez, is it still open? They should have closed
Yes,
that.
it's
They should have closed that park years ago. It's. I once
now
went
Disney.
there. The only time I went to Los Angeles, I went to Disney World, and it was kind of
It's the
like.
crappiest place on the planet. It's really crap.
Well, I don't think you guys been there in a while. They fixed it all up
I've
now.
I
been
would
there.
have.
It's
I
really
would
crappy.
imagine.
Yeah, it's a very upgraded theme park now,
Yeah,
which
once you
I'm not.
go to the one in Florida, then you go to the one in
Yeah,
California. It's like the difference between a palace and a toilet. It's totally different.
Exactly.
well, they
Yeah.
changed it,
Guys, I'm
Randy.
gonna.
I'm telling you now. It's
They put money
they put a
into
lot of
it.
Hollywood in it now.
Hey,
There
what's
you
up,
Yes.
go.
Daniel? Shocking
So
guy. Happy Friday to you, brother. Welcome. Sorry, I was just now seeing your comment.
Hey, Daniel,
I'm
what's
gonna
I
drop
up?
couldn't
down,
see the
guys.
screen. It
As
was
I said, thank
jiggling.
you, and happy Fridays.
Hey,
Woo.
take care,
Cliff,
buddy.
please don't go.
No, he's leaving.
Oh, please don't.
He couldn't take the jiggling.
Uh, we need a wiggler. We got a jiggler. Come on, wiggle it, man. Wiggle it.
hey,
Just
Swift,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Swift.
Yes.
Please compose a song. Please compose a song for the jiggle.
There you
That's
It'd be a
it.
nice. It'd be a nice jing. It'd be a nice. It'd be a nice jingle.
Jesus. That's
Jiggler.
funny.
I will try my best to make a song that
Have a great
will cater
weekend.
to that. God bless everyone.
Yeah,
See you
okay.
soon.
Good
See
seeing you.
Swift.
Bless you.
God bless everyone.
Okay.
Dan Wendell, thank you for the Laugh Out Loud award.
I never. Okay, let's. Yeah, you never been to Disneyland? Yeah, I went to Disney
Texas
World.
Snow Bunny, are you still here?
It's Disneyland, not Disney World. Yeah. G Ford, what's up?
Here we go, Randy. The blossoms, the cherry blossoms are beginning.
Yeah, I got one of those trees right underneath our house in the countryside. There, it's white flowers, right? We're kind of losing them.
You're here. Good.
This is
Texas Snow Bunny.
beautiful.
You
It's
went
starting.
wireless on it.
This is
You want to come up and chit chat with us? Are you free, ma'am?
there's a beautiful there's a beautiful campus here. I also like that they got birds of paradise. You guys ever see those flowers?
No, but I've probably seen it, but I don't know if I don't. Why don't we do a show and tell on flowers right now? Go for it.
So
I'm
this
not
right
really into
here,
flowers,
I know. Here we go. So this right here,
but
birds of paradise.
all
Yeah, but
we
This
see
is
is
my
the
wife.
eight.
We see it's stuck on a tree.
Cinderella's here. Hey,
Your
Cinderella.
your feet is stopped on a tree.
No, sir, I'm not put together yet.
I'm
Well,
not
that's
put
the way I
together
want
yet.
If we
Better?
meet you now, that way later on you'll be nothing but
Is that
better.
better?
Think about it that way, ma'am. That looks like a praying
Is
minute.
that it right there?
That
Can you
oh
see it?
yeah, I know what these are. Yeah, these are beautiful.
Yeah, it's called
my wife
these.
my wife likes these.
Yeah, birds
Yeah.
of paradise.
Yeah. They sell these and you can buy them and
Yeah, this is my wife's mother's favorite flower.
Cinderella, you want to come up here? I'm gonna
there
please
you go.
Cinderella, come up here.
Birds of paradise.
Birds of
Birds of
paradise. Yep.
paradise.
It's a beautiful flower.
Yeah.
So
What do they smell like?
hey,
I don't remember them having a smell.
they don't smell. They don't
They
have.
do.
I don't think they have a real very strong
They don't
smell.
have
No, they
They have a
don't.
smell,
in
but
the air.
they don't have a very
Yeah,
strong
it's
smell.
not very strong.
You're
No,
at
it's not
work.
very strong. It's very
I'm at work.
small
I can come
accent.
for 2 minutes. Come on in. Come on in and say hello for a minute and a half.
There you go for a minute and a half.
Yeah.
You know
So
what we
Randy,
need?
you can also see these buildings.
We can't
I'm
see
sorry.
anything again, Ed.
I
Your
know.
video is frozen on that old armadillo
Wow.
or whatever you call it.
Armadillo.
What is it called again?
It's the bird of paradise. It's
Bird
not
of
an
paradise.
It's
Oh,
called
there we
birds
go.
of paradise.
Randy, you're not paying attention, man.
Birds
Cinderella's here
of
showing us some kind of paperwork.
paradise.
There you go. Bird of paradise. Hello,
Hello.
There you
Cinderella.
go, Cindy.
Hello, Edward.
Exactly.
How you doing today?
Hello, Cindy. How are you,
I'm
Cinderella?
good. I'm busy at work. I just wanted to pop up and say hello. real
That's
quick.
very nice of you. What
I've
are
been
your
following
what
Randy
what
for
are,
a
what, are,
long
what are your
time.
plans? What are your plans for your
Thank
weekend?
you.
How's your weekend looking?
I am actually going out with clients this evening,
Nice.
and I'm going for a nice hike tomorrow with
Nice.
friends and their dogs.
Do you twerk when you hike, or is that just a hobby?
Nice.
I twerk and I think of you, Randy, all the time
All
because
right,
I
I
know how
appreciate
good you
that.
are at
You got
twerking.
better than a little booty bounce. I got my booty bouncer and my jiggler here. I'm feeling all good.
How's
funny.
Mr. Earl?
Earl's somewhere around here. He was twerking last night.
I bet he was.
I saw Glenn.
You guys are
I
hilarious.
saw Glenn Close was twerking on at the Oscars.
Oh, really?
Oh, you gotta
Yeah.
look it up. Put Glenn Close twerk.
I have
Oscars.
never seen so much bad reporting on the Oscars.
Oh, the
Everybody's
Oscars.
making fun of them.
The Oscars were horrible this year.
Yeah. Six.
I didn't even
Yeah,
watch
60.
it.
Wow.
60%. Yeah.
60%.
Yeah.
Exactly. 60% of the population didn't even watch it.
Yeah.
You know where
It's
that
worst,
60%.
the worst, which is great. You know, who wants to celebrate?
Yeah,
Right,
you know
Ed?
Go ahead.
you know where the 60% were? They were at Randy's stream.
Probably, or Ed's stream. One of the two.
They're in
Exactly.
Ed Street.
They were at the
You know what it
Jiggler.
is? Ed will put the fear of God into you, and I'll drive you down in a hole with the devil.
That's a perfect combo.
So we got you
You guys are
yo-yoing
hilarious.
between salvation and Satan. You know, you got to be careful here.
I know you're right about do people still watch out for? I don't think so.
Look at
I
that
think
beautiful sun, Mr.
I
No,
Ed.
but
know. I
you
know. It's
got
looking.
yes, it's starting to rise. The sun's rising right now, just coming up above the horizon.
I
There you
love
go.
how stable your
Gorgeous.
So you
internet
guys get to
connection is.
watch.
I get you paid a lot for that.
No, remember, Randy, I got that new 4G Wi-Fi anywhere.
Yeah, I
I can
told you
stand
those
alone.
don't work.
I'm
You got
actually
to
gonna
I told, I
buy
told
Elon.
you.
plug directly
I'm
in.
gonna buy Elon Musk.
You're
All
gonna
right,
buy
you
it, Elon?
gentlemen, you
Is
guys.
I'm
he?
gonna actually buy Elon Musk.
Bye. Take care, Cinderella.
Wait,
Nice seeing
Cinderella,
you.
don't run off. I want to
I'm
Nice
talk to
meeting
sorry.
you.
you.
I
I
have
gotta.
tons of work to do, and
Good.
as Ed says, I'm living my best life. So you guys
I'm
do the
glad you're
same.
living your best life.
Yep.
Thanks.
I'd
Amen.
like.
Thanks for dropping by.
We really
Bye,
appreciate
guys.
it. I wish you would come more often.
Hey, bye, Cindy. Thank you, Cinderella.
All right, Miss Cinderella has graced us with her presence during Ed's low connection montage.
Did we lose Edward? It sounds like we did.
I don't know.
No.
Ed,
I muted.
hey Ed, if you don't
Okay.
I
take
just
that
muted.
SIM card out of that Wi-Fi
I just
device
muted.
and put it directly into your phone, you won't have this problem.
Yeah.
Really,
All
take your
right. I'll
SIM
do that in the
card out of
future.
the Wi-Fi device, put it in your phone, and you won't have this problem. I swear.
Okay. I
The
believe you.
reasoning is your pocket Wi-Fi is made for downloading, not uploading. So when you're streaming, you're worried about upload,
Okay.
not download. So
So
that
it's
Wi-Fi was designed for people who like to watch YouTube and look at content. But as a creator, you're more worried about upload than download.
that's
And
right.
those devices are not made for uploading.
That's right.
However, your mobile device is
Do that
designed to
lesson
do
today.
both.
I learned that today. Thank you.
There you
Also, I
go.
want to correct. The guy said Disney. The guy said Disneyland. I know. I said Disney World, but it's Disneyland, California.
It's okay. They're both the same. They both got that stupid small world display. Have you ever been there? It's a small world after all.
I
It's
know.
like cardboard cutout. I just paid $96 to ride around in a rowboat connected to a track to look at some cardboard cutouts and some stupid song singing "It's a Small World." 96 bucks. That's some bad entertainment.
Well, Randy, that's a lot less now. I mean, it's not $96 anymore.
How much
It's a
is it
whole
now?
lot more than that.
200?
Yeah. Oh, it
I,
must be a lot.
yeah.
The last time I went there, it was $35, and that was back in the late the early '90s.
Yeah, here's
Yeah,
there's
I
a
go
couple
there for the
$100
cheap
now per person.
hamburgers.
Yeah.
So
No,
it seems
I only go because my wife. Go ahead.
it seems like it's raining a lot in Texas, from what I gather.
Yeah. According to Texas Snow Bunny.
Yep.
Baseball size hell, Texas. Whoa, I hate that. A lot of people be parking
Yeah.
under the bridges or looking for a garage.
Yep.
You know, in the South, when they
Can you
have the
guys?
giant hailstorms, you look for a garage or drive under a bridge somewhere quick.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you get there before it breaks your windshield and dents your car up.
It dents the roof of the car up.
Oh, it really does. It's not good.
Look at the moon, guys.
Nice.
What do you mean nice? I don't see no moon.
No, it froze. You're right. I see a nice. I mean, it looks
You're just
nice.
soft, you know, you're just a courteous guy.
I'm a nice guy. I can't say I.
I'm just honest. There's the moon. Now we see it.
Now
That
we
looks
see
great.
it. You know, I can't.
That's crazy. The
I
sun.
learned this. I learned this morning. I don't know how to zoom in when you're on the Android app.
There's not a button there.
There's a little hourglass. There's a little hourglass. You
Okay.
hit the
Brandon.
hourglass,
So when someone is being
and then
badass
then
on the net, I wanna wear
a
shirt
grid,
that says, "Send me
a
location."
grid.
Gotcha.
Well, there's a little like magnifying glass with a plus sign in it. And you
Okay.
click on it, and then there's a little grid. You can just slide your finger up, and
Okay.
it'll zoom in for you.
By the way, G Ford, you are correct. When you're a child, Disney World or Land is amazing.
Yeah,
When
when you're
you
a
get
child,
older,
anywhere
it's
you
kind
go
of
is
silly.
amazing. When you're a child, anywhere you go is amazing.
That's funny. Oh boy.
So, what are your plans? What are your plans this weekend, Randy and Nazir? What's your plans?
Well, let's let Randy go first.
I'm not. I was going to go to the desert and hang out a little bit with camels, but then I decided not to, so I'm doing nothing.
Okay.
I'm actually setting up my broadcast stuff on Twitch.
Really?
Yeah, I'm using Stream Elements. I just got the new beta app on my Android phone, and I'm talking to a professional to help me, but she's kind of busy. She'll get with me later today, I hope.
Good.
So are you broadcasting more on Twitch now?
I do both, but I've been getting paid on Twitch for years, just from ads and
Uh,
stuff. Twitch
Really?
has just always
okay.
been a better paying app, and a lot of people don't have the power to do apps. It's really the user friendliness of the app is where people yell a lot. But me, I love the window right here on the Chrome browser. I love
Yes.
the laptop is beautiful, or the computer, but the app is a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on desktop now, and I like it much better.
Yeah, the desktop is fantastic. The
It
app
is. It
is not
is.
very nice. It is now, but I had to figure out how to.
Yes, mobile. It's not mobile ready.
It is if you've got a high end Android phone, but on other
True.
phones it doesn't
True.
work.
True.
So go ahead, Nazim. What is your exciting plan?
My exciting plan for the weekend, it's going to be pouring tomorrow and Sunday, so we decided not to go to the country. We're going to invite friends over for dinner tomorrow night, and we can only invite one couple. You can only have 4 people together in your private house. How they're going to check on that, I've never figured that out, but we kind of, want to follow the rules. We don't want to be jackasses about it.
I understand
And
that.
then Sunday I'm going down to the coast, and then on Monday I have to go to the office down there to figure out where the cruise ships are, the status of the cruise ships right now, which is, as you can all imagine, not great. And that's my plan for the weekend.
That sounds great. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. I tried. You know what? I tried to do a stream up in the countryside, hillside, and the connection was just horrible. So I decided from now on, if I see any little sign of poor when it gives you, I'm not even going to try to do it.
Yeah, I hear you.
And this morning it was perfect. As in Milan, I got a fantastic connection with my provider, so I did the whole thing. It looked pretty. I think everybody was like super happy with it.
Myrna, what's happening? It's good to
Good
see
morning. Hello.
you. Myrna's in the house every night and every day.
So, Randy, do you invite people over for dinner and stuff? Do you cook up a batch of something? No.
Not in a long time. You can't do it. You can't have anybody over.
Really?
I don't want anybody over. I'm afraid.
You're afraid of COVID, or you're afraid of just?
Yeah, the COVID deal, man. I just don't want any part of that stuff.
We're me and the wife are getting our vaccine first week of May. Yeah, next week.
My second vaccine has been almost maybe permanently delayed. We don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it's a major problem.
Yeah, I think
It's a big deal.
I know.
I was AstraZeneca. Now it's like AstraZeneca is the devil's friend. You shouldn't be near it.
I somebody was asking me today what I think they're going to give us Pfizer, and the guy told me, oh, if it's AstraZeneca, because I have somebody from our office down in Genoa, she did AstraZeneca, and she was in bed for like a week. I don't think that's. I don't.
For a while.
You were tired, but yeah.
But I didn't have anything else other than just being tired.
Okay. We lost Edward.
Yeah, Ed's gone. We'll let him take a break for a while. Can you explain this to us, please?
Oh, that's
my
my Zoom from this morning.
You guys didn't lose me. I'm just being I muted out. I'm just listening to the
To the
conversation. I asked you
conversation.
guys about your week. Yeah, I
This
asked you
is
guys about your weekend, and I decided to listen to you. That's all.
Oh, okay. That's very nice of you.
Oh, there you. That's rare.
That's rare. Jesus.
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
tell us about this tour? Everybody who's here, we're here at the top, right here above me is Mr. Nazim. He's living in Milan, and look at his broadcast today. Make
This
sure
mo-
you follow Nazim.
Thanks
A
a lot.
great guy,
Thank you.
beautiful video.
Thank you. This morning I got the chance to go out and show a little bit of the Duomo, which is in the center, and then I went all the way to the Scala Opera House. It was a nice, I think, half an hour, 45 minutes. Yeah. What's an ideal, Randy? You're a big expert. What's the ideal time to keep people's attention span when you're doing a live stream?
A broadcast?
A broadcast from an outdoor location.
Yeah, I was told 20 minutes, but I always go an hour. I shouldn't.
Okay. Good to know.
I was told 20 minutes was the ideal time.
There you go. That's kind of like with podcasting. Is it 20 minutes? Is it 45 minutes? Is it? And we did. 2 years ago, I spoke to my wife and I said, "Why don't we do a podcast?" And she goes, "Why do we have to do a podcast?" I go, "Well, we can talk about Italy."
Yeah, the
And
thing though, I'm noticing with HAPS, it doesn't really suit the guideline because we don't know when you're online always. So when we're random broadcasters, you go online and you're waiting for everyone to know you're there.
Well, my thing is now that I see it, now what you're showing, I had to go back and I couldn't see the comments and during. I see just a couple of people commenting, but then afterwards, people were like commenting and I couldn't answer because I didn't see them. So when you go on the desktop, I go back and I answer to everybody. It's like, thanks for dropping by. If they have any questions, which is really cool.
Yeah, my problem when I'm
I-
outside is I can't read them because the sun turns my screen too dark.
There you go.
That makes it a problem. There's a lot of birds. Yeah, there is. That would freak you out with the birds.
Yeah, there's a lot of pigeons in front of the Duomo.
Yeah, they eat pigeons here. They make soup.
Are you kidding me?
Oh man, they have pigeon kapsa. It's kind of people here. A pigeon is like eating. People
But I don't think it's like the pigeon that one sees. Like
I don't think it's your domestic. It's like a quail type thing.
It's a quail type. Yeah, it's kind of like a dovey type pigeon.
Yeah, it's not really the pigeon from the New York City street.
Well, that's the one that we got here.
Oh, those are your rats. We call them the flying rat.
The flying rats.
Okay, I'll shut up. Tell us about this video while I walk in and grab something.
Sure. This morning. I was downtown. I had to do some paperwork for the car and to get a pass to be able to drive around the city. And I decided to, since the connection was good, I said, well, let me show people the cathedral, the Duomo, which is the main cathedral in Milan, which is gorgeous. But right now they're not selling tickets, so you can't go visit it inside, and you can't go on top of it because you can go on the top of the roof of it, which is really, really, the view is fantastic. And so I did some of that this morning, spoke to some people. Right there, I'm showing that there's a gold statue at the top of it, gold-plated statue. And then after that, I went down the gallery, and I went towards the La Scala, which is the opera house, Milan's opera house. And towards the end of this nice little half hour that we did, my buddy from Lincoln, the UK, joined in, and we had a fun. He was helping me out. It's always nice to have somebody come into the what you would call it, to your live stream and just participate and be kind of like a wingman, which is really, really cool, especially when you're doing outdoors, because outdoors is more difficult than desktop. Obviously, you have less control and you have the issues of Good morning, hi Hannah. And
a wingman on a lot of broadcasts helps a lot.
Yeah. So
that's why I enjoy.
Yeah,
I enjoy when Randy comes into my broadcast because he's a wingman. He comes and brings great content, great conversation.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah. I live a BBC lifestyle.
I don't really what does that mean?
Hi, Joy. How you doing? Good morning.
I think Randy. I think that's British. I think that's British Columbia, Randy.
Yeah, Randy's being nice and showing my early the stream I did this morning.
What is a BBC lifestyle? I don't get it.
It's a kind of like well, the BBC is kind of like public PBS in the States, public television.
Okay, Randy, I think you like my BBC lifestyle.
I have a BBC. I can't get that.
I don't really understand what you're saying there. That may be a little too urban for me.
Gang, explain it, gang, explain it.
That may be a little more urban than I'm accustomed to.
Joy, why don't you come in and say hello?
Did you invite her? Invite her up?
No, oh, you're right. I'm director. I can't invite her.
Randy, and see, guys, why you guys keep saying urban?
Jesus.
Why don't
Okay.
use Webster? Just use Webster. Just use Webster dictionary.
Oh, it means he's got a big something.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but if 13 inches is big, you're from the small man's club. Our family that's our newborn size. You're the tiny toddler in my family, buddy. No offense, but that's just the way it is.
I like that. That's funny.
That's our width in my family. You're talking length, I think.
Let me see.
One thing that's on. I love Randy's spin on everything. Isn't he pretty cool?
Yeah, he is. Oh man.
I mean, just in the moment, man, he can just turn it.
But
Boom!
that's the experience of many years of doing what he does.
Yes.
You got to go with the flow.
You got to go with the flow.
Your mind and soul is clean. There you go, Hannah Vienna.
No, it's not. Okay, well. Joy, I sent you an invite if you want to come in. But early in the morning, women are like, no, I got to put on my makeup. And I understand that because my wife's a makeup artist. Okay, now in this part of the stream, I'm going in the gallery, which is where all the shops are and the stores are. I'm going towards it. And then I decided to do one last view of the Duomo before we leave that location.
Man, I love the architecture. That's so wonderful.
It is wonderful. Well, most of the stuff that we do about Italy is we basically just show our love for Italy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hannah. Really appreciate your comment.
I really love this. Is fantastic. Now, is this usually a lot more people, or is it like really trimmed down because of the COVID?
It's trimmed down because of the COVID.
Okay.
I mean, Saturdays and Sundays before COVID, it was packed, and even during the week, it was packed. Italy's hurt because of the lack of tourists. Excuse me.
Yeah, Joy's here. You didn't click on her. I'll click on her.
I think I invited her. No, she's here. Oh, she's here. Yeah. Hi, Joy.
Hi, guys. How are y'all doing?
Good. We're having a fun time. Ed was jiggling before. I don't know if that's a detail that you might want to know about, but
we only learned what jiggling meant 15 minutes ago. By the way, we didn't know what you mean.
Yeah, we didn't.
Now we know.
Now we know. You learn something new every day.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Joy.
So how you been, Joy? How's your day starting?
Just got to work a few minutes ago, ate some breakfast, and just waiting on to get started. So
there you go. And you decided to join us for some fun.
I did.
But good. We're over here. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to tell Edward I was listening to his broadcast yesterday. I was just in the middle of making dinner, so I couldn't talk. But I was listening.
Thank you, Joy. I appreciate you
coming
through
right
the
now,
broadcast.
did you guys see the bull there? There's a bull on the. Okay, the explanation of the bull is that you're supposed to step on the bull's balls and rotate 3 times around it for good luck. It's true. It's true. No, it's true. It's true.
Oh my goodness.
Look it up.
Joy, you came into a jiggle. You came into a jiggle scope.
A jiggle scope.
What did I just come into? Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
So there I was explaining why people do that for good luck. They rotate on top of the bull for 3 times. And usually there's a line of people doing it. Right today, there's nobody. So
Okay.
there you go.
And how do you know this is good? Where do you get this information?
That it's good luck?
If I'm a tourist, how would I know to do that?
No, you got to do your research and you look it up on the guides from the city of Milan.
Okay.
And then there's a shop. Somebody was asking me if I could show them the Gucci shop, so I showed them this. Most of the real estate inside this gallery is off the charts. It's so off the charts that Apple could not afford to rent a space in here.
Well, then who else would do that?
I know Apple said it's too expensive for us, and they built their own little complex. But at the beginning, they wanted to come into the gallery. And the history behind it, the history behind this gallery is that this is supposed to be the first shopping mall in the world. If you look it up, it was built in 1700s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and now I'm going towards the La Scala, which is the opera house. So at the end of this, I go to La Scala, and I'm doing 4G, so it looks pretty honest, doesn't it, Randy? What do you think?
It's looking really good. It's a little laggy because I'm replaying it on a video of playing a video.
Right.
But I think directly it's smoother. Here
I
it's
took-
looking a little jumpy.
I totally agree, Hannah. It doesn't. But they did bid for the space, and then afterwards they decided to build their own building. They did a glass cube close by. Thank you.
It is amazing.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'm hoping that when we go to Rome, me and my wife, I'll be able to get my wife on it because she likes to come on the live streams with me and explain stuff. And we're going to be doing Rome. I think our idea is to go in the second week of May, depending on work, if I can get some time off from all the stuff that we're doing. No, it's not luxury. You're right. Apple is not luxury. True. And now, okay, this is the part where I go towards the La Scala, and then I ask people if they can identify the person in the statue, which is pretty easy because his name tag was underneath it. But let's see if
the name tag's there and nobody knows.
Well, I couldn't see the comments, but I think somebody did guess who that was. Because Milan is famous because of this guy, when he lived here, he designed and did some of his projects here. It's Leonardo Da Vinci. So his statue is right in front of La Scala, the opera house.
In America, they would tear that down and put up Kevin Costner.
And underneath they would put the jiggler. And that's the opera house. That's where the famous Milan opera house.
About pizza again.
I know.
We're calling me a jiggler.
I know. Got to be careful.
You guys are funny. But that building is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, that's where that's where they do all the original operas. And then I went up because somebody was asking me if I could show them what was coming up opera-wise, and there's nothing coming up because they're closed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is very sad.
You know, I can't show my wife that stream because then she want to go there because she loves museums.
Well, you're supposed to come. What's going on? What's wrong with you, buddy? Just jiggle your way over to Italy.
Listen, Nazar, I want you to understand. I've been to 50 countries, and one thing I don't ever have to do again is go in another museum.
Oh, you don't like me? I love museums. I love them.
I do
Big
too.
Al, you're
I
invited.
do too. But you know what happened? When you go to them over and over, it just gets the same old art there. It's just the same old for me.
There you go.
And my wife wants, to me, I don't consider that a vacation. I think it's a lot of time. You can spend hours and hours. And I've never met any of these people. I don't know who they are, but it looks great. And they're all naked too. Come on, man. It's kind of crazy.
Quote unquote, the jiggler.
I mean, you look at all the art in Rome. It's all the people naked. The same thing in Egypt. They're all naked. It's crazy.
Hey, buddy, what's up, man? How's stuff in New York?
Hello, Najim. Hi, Joy.
Hey, y'all.
Randy,
Let me
Hi,
ask you
Randy,
what
Edward.
that is.
Randy's being so nice
Hey,
and showing my stream. What
New
happened?
York,
New York in the house.
New York, New
Good to
York.
Now,
What's
good to
up, New
see everybody.
York?
Good to see everybody.
listen, I don't want to
Let me
shock you,
see.
but I don't want to shock you. I got a question for you. Are you a jiggler?
No, I'm not a
Come on,
jiggler.
Design. Come on, Design. Hey,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna do my New
goodness.
York. Can I check this out? I'm gonna do my New York walk. Come on now.
Hey, boy.
That,
That looks like the George Jefferson walk. Moving on up.
Oh hell!
that,
You
that,
know,
that, and I love that show, to tell you the truth.
Me too. Me too. That was one of my
Love
That
that
favorite
was,
show.
shows.
that was one of my
Brock,
moving
favorite
on
shows.
Brock, was that a
up.
good show, Brock?
I loved
Yeah,
it.
Brock, was that a good show, Brock?
I loved it. I loved it.
And you got that? Oh, I did too, man. Now we're up in the big leagues, man, getting our turn at bat.
That is so funny.
We're moving to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Let's
You know,
fall back
that
on.
was a spin-off of Archie Bunker.
I know.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Well,
Yep.
that's funny.
Yeah, they were on each other's show all the time.
Archie Bunker
Exactly.
was a great show. That show was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the type of show that you could have now on TV in today's environment.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, you could, but you could, but the difference is you got too many snowflakes, so it would hurt their feelings.
There you go.
And everybody's too touchy nowadays.
Oh, mamma
Exactly.
mia! I mean, bring up
Even
the.
though we took it back then as humor.
I know.
Yeah, we
Kelly,
all took it as humor.
not
Yeah.
pose. Hello, Kelly.
But
I'm 57 years old. We have some thick skin. We had shows that you could come and talk, and everybody just laughed at everything.
Yeah.
It was no big deal.
Exactly.
Today
Hey,
you say something to somebody. Today you say something to somebody, and we're gonna cancel you. You're canceled.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Things have gotten a little out of hand.
A little? You say a little? I mean, come on, bro.
Overboard.
Come on, bro.
Overboard.
They canceled Curious George, man. Curious George, they canceled.
Well, Curious George was
was a gigolo.
He was a jiggler.
Oh Lord.
Well, but you know what? I filed a complaint. With the Better Business Bureau because Randy wanted to cancel me because of my love for Italian pizza.
Hey, Randy, come on now, Randy, get on that pizza deal because
I don't
there
have
ain't
to talk
nothing
about
like
the
New York
pizza.
pizza.
Everybody knows Italian pizza was invented by Bruce Jenner.
Oh my God! Wow, that's bad.
That's bad.
Oh,
That's really bad.
You know what happened the other day? They had Bruce go on to this guy. He was a Mormon, and he's like a very religious guy. And he's a pilot, and he's really into making these cool airplanes, and he has a big following.
Right.
He had Caitlyn Jenner up there, and he lost 40% of his followers after that video.
Wow.
Really?
Oh wow.
So in that area in Utah, I still think people are very conservative. They're not.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
They still believe in the nuclear.
They wrote him at least 1,000 messages, just upset about it.
Yeah. So now on this part of the video, Randy, I passed by some place very close by, which is called, this is still La Scala. As I go forward, I pass by the Academy of Arts where my wife studied art. And I mentioned that to everybody. And then people were like, well, what does she do now? And I said, well, now she's a makeup artist. But I think her artistic, that helped a little bit. Cancel culture soon after this scope is over.
Curious George will be canceled.
No, I know. Also, what happened with her? I had all the books from what's the name of those books that they also kind of like pick on now?
I still have them all. Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, Cat in the Hat. There you go. I'm talking about Cat. And
Yeah.
what is? I mean, it's become ridiculous.
Are you allowed to
Yeah,
read that anymore or not anymore? Is that a new rule?
No, Randy, you can't. They said it was all built on a bunch of old white people and all this stuff. I don't know how these people get these rules and where they get it from, but it's just nonsense. Like people who are
It's
born today think they know
total,
what the people who are thinking it back 2,000 years ago. It's crazy.
it's total
Yeah.
nonsense. People of Utah love Mr.
Total.
T. Rami,
Yeah,
former
yeah,
president,
Mr.
Mr. T.
T.
Hey
Mr.
guys,
Yeah,
let
T.
me ask
Gomer
you.
Pyle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Al, can
Gomer
we
Pyle
get
was
your
good.
take on this, please?
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I mean, the stuff that I grew up on, and like you said earlier, when they were showing, Nazim was showing the statue of Leonardo, but they taken down statues of our history and replacing them, like you said, with craziness.
Yeah.
To me, that breaks my heart. It really does when
Yeah.
I see things like that, because this is a history. They're trying to erase history, no matter good or bad. It's still history. Something
Right.
that our generation, the new generation, they need to learn. If it was good or bad, they'd still need to grow on learning it. So, it breaks my heart to see all of this craziness going on nowadays. It really does.
I totally agree. I
It
totally
makes me
agree.
sick to my stomach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
And
That's very upsetting.
Bronx, let me ask you a question. If they tear down every statue and take away all history, does it give us a job?
No,
So who cares? You still got to get up and work. I still take care of your family. You still
right?
got responsibilities. They could do
Exactly.
everything they want. It's not going to change anything. So all this
Not.
nonsense going on, it's
It's going
just
to
crazy.
what it does is just weaken this nation that we're in. It weakens
I
it
Exactly.
because they're getting away with it.
I totally agree
Yeah.
with you. I think one of the things about the country that I'm the citizen of America is democracy, and everybody has the right to express whatever they that's freedom of speech. And now it's become a thing where, like, from both sides, it's crazy. It's totally crazy.
That's true.
Well, you
And it
know,
said
the
people
good part.
learn from history like a black slavery. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
some of the history has been erased. What about the Chinese? We brought them
Yes.
over and built all the railroads. Nobody talks about those folks.
Nope.
Yeah. You're right, Randy. And Randy,
And then
what
what
about
about
the
all the Europeans that were brought to New York City and worked like dogs? They would arrive
yeah?
at the
Well,
port and they became immediate slaves.
What about the jigglers
yeah.
and all the jigglers?
All right, let's see. You keep it up. You keep it up, man. You keep it up.
Or
Yeah,
Italian slaves. Yeah,
that's
I don't
right.
know.
No, no, you're right about that. You're right
There
about
was
that.
all sorts of. They used to slave them. They would do
Totally
just
true. Totally
that was
true.
incredible.
Well, most
I
people don't
hear now
realize
there's a guy in America, a black man will sell you a burial site.
that. Oh, wait a minute. Here. That's him. That's him. There he
Life is
goes. Look at him.
changing. Life is
Get a
changing.
get a good picture. Get a good picture.
I
Oh,
love
don't
it.
wait a minute, Randy.
That is
Randy.
so
Randy, wait a
funny.
second. One second, Randy. One second, Randy. Oh, there he goes. A black man working. It's a good thing.
There you go. Nothing wrong with
Oh, I
Oh,
that.
love
Randy,
that.
I love you. I love you, Randy. You're
You
you're
know,
good, man.
just my good humor. That's all.
That's
Hey,
fantastic, you
Randy.
did,
I
man.
listen, Randy. Like Brock said, we grew up on these things. We don't take it personal, man.
No,
We know what it is.
no.
You're on a roll like butter this morning. I don't know. I'm just finding a little humor in the
You're
story.
like a butter this morning.
Yeah. A roll of butter. I mean, she could have
Oh,
said something different, but we're not gonna go
no, no, we're not. No, we're not. Because then Joy's going to leave.
Joy, we haven't
there.
heard a lot of comments out of you. Give us some thoughts on this situation.
Well, okay. First of all, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Um, people try to erase history, but you can't erase history. You can learn from it, but you can't erase it.
Sure.
And if
Exactly.
Sure.
it's like the you have to live and to learn and not to repeat history, because people talk about history repeats itself. Well, I kind of disagree. I think people repeat the history,
Good
and
point.
you have
Good
to
point.
learn and grow from it, but not repeat all the bad stuff.
That's right. I totally agree with
That's
you.
why I was trying to tell my wife about that Thai massage.
Randy, one of these days your wife is going to cut off the
I
bottom
know.
part of your body.
He only
We're
gets
gonna-
away with it because he's so far. She can't wring his neck from there.
I know. If my wife was in the next room, I'd be whacked in the back, right? Just like
Yeah, because
Yeah, yeah,
when Randy goes to the Philippines, I see another Randy.
yeah,
I don't see this guy.
So Randy, see, my wife doesn't allow Italians or anywhere around me. I can't have any massages.
that's funny.
Well, anyway, we have those. What is that on? You were taking a picture of
I
that.
was taking it's the art galleries, and there was somebody who painted I think it was a baboon. It was pretty cool. So
They
what
have
happened?
those here. They're scary looking.
I know. So what happens is I'm already getting very close to my old office because I started by at the Duomo, and then I said I might as well take a walk all the way to my office because Milan is very concentric. Milan, you can walk from one part of the city to the other in 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
You had
It's
good points,
Yeah.
Joey. By the way, thank you for your comment.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely, Joy. Joy, a
Oh
very
yeah,
good
yeah, yeah,
delivery.
yeah. Yeah, totally
Very good
agree with.
delivery, Joy. I appreciate your comment, and it's something that's very, very positive. You know,
Yep.
people got to realize in human history right now, we all over the world, we're more free than we've ever been. All of us.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and we don't realize progression is not a good word sometimes, but all of us together are better.
That's right. Especially the folks on this on this platform.
Yes.
Everybody who I've met, phenomenal.
Yes,
I'd
you
like
know
to
why?
have $1 for all the
No.
medication that
Apart from the
everybody's on.
apart from the jiggler, man. Gotta stay away from that guy.
Oh my God! Listen, Randy, I am so disappointed with you today, giving me that word. I don't know what's going on,
No.
man.
You did it. I didn't do
I'm
it.
just
I
use
said
it. I'm
wiggle.
just
You
gonna
changed
use
it
it
to wiggle.
today. I'm just gonna use
You
it
said
today.
I know. I'm just teasing. Don't wait. Listen. One thing I've learned a long time ago: I am not sensitive. Life's too short.
I'm actually going to find a painter to paint you up as a jiggler anyway and put it on my
That
profile.
Well, we
hey,
have a good painter. We got Jane from New York. She, the
Yeah,
one
that's
that
dead
painted.
man talking.
That's
Ed,
right.
can you show your face? They can't see you.
That's
okay,
right.
1 second. All right, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, Wendy, that is Edward.
That's Edward.
Oh, my goodness.
Now
You all are
the
crazy.
sun up
Oh,
in the sky
Lord.
is nice and blue.
Yeah, nice and blue. See? Now, if you
Yeah,
don't know that,
wow, that sun really
if,
poked out.
So
yeah, if you guys look at,
Edward,
Even still, hello.
you were asking us about our plans for the weekend. What are your plans for the weekend?
well, today my wife and I are going to Home Depot. Last
Okay.
weekend, I had to rip everything out of our garage because we are having Closet World come in and put in brand new cabinets. I'm also putting a office in our garage. So I have to
Nice.
go, and my wife wants to pick some stain that matches the panel that I put up. So
Right.
I'm going to do that with her after my meeting this morning. I have a nationwide meeting with my team all over the country this morning. And then I got a couple of invoices I got to do. And because tomorrow is the first, I got to send out all of the bills to all of the different companies around the United States, which is just a couple email clicks, just automation. And then
Yeah.
my wife and I are planning to go to the Santa Monica Farmers Market,
Nice
so we can get some fresh
Nice.
goods because we
produce.
want to produce, because we want to support all local farmers.
There
So
you go.
because they've had it really hard during the
Good.
pandemic.
Awesome.
So and now for the first time we don't have to stay in our car. We can actually get out and walk it. We can get out and walk it now,
Good.
and we don't have to wear a mask outside. So there's going to be a pretty nice weekend. So
Now let me ask you. I'm curious about that because this morning I had to go here in Milan. You still have to go with masks, and they're thinking that after vaccination, then you don't need the mask anymore.
Could we pause for a moment of introduction? Miss Wendy
Yeah,
said she knows only Edward. I will start it off and then I will hand it off to each one. You guys hand it to the next person.
sure.
My name is Randy Horton. I'm originally from Hendersonville, Tennessee, and I live in Saudi Arabia. And I broadcast randomly all the time and have for years. Over to you, Al.
My name is Al. They call me Bronx Viking, and I'm from New York. Over to Joy.
Hey, I'm Joy. I'm from Tennessee. I'm an advocate for the blind and people with disabilities, and I also do cooking broadcasts and also am a teacher of the blind, and I teach kitchen skills. So,
Awesome. Awesome. My turn. I'm
yeah.
Nazim Beltran, and I moved to Italy from Miami back in 1992. I married an Italian, still married to a lovely wife. Who once in a while she wants to come in and slap me on the back because these guys are always making comments. I have a digital agency, and I'm also consultant for cruise ship for company that designs cruise ships, and I have an Italian lifestyle blog. Nice
Over to
being
you,
here.
Jiggler.
Oh, well, Wendy knows me. There's a few people that know me. Texie Bunny, all of them know me from Periscope. I'm Edward Lynn. I have a broadcast that I do weekly called on Mondays, Conservative Voices. Tuesdays, I talk about faith. Wednesdays, I talk about family. Thursdays, I talk about fellowship. And today, I'll be talking about facts from around the world. Things that
Wow.
we talk about, like gravity, talk about how far the moon is from the earth. We talk about all the different fish of the sea and that none of them get confused or they're not upset that they're all in the same water, like humans who have reason, all the different trees that we talk about, and just the beauty of life that I want to celebrate every single day. That's
Wow.
what I want to recognize.
Wow.
There you go.
That's
Everybody,
a
please.
handful.
That's a big old handful there.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys,
that's what I do.
you guys should follow everyone here, and we follow everyone there,
Yeah.
and that way your communities grow.
Yeah.
You can cut out the people you get annoyed by later on. But
That's
when you're
right.
new, I recommend you follow everybody. Doesn't matter. Follow everybody, and then clean your list up later how you need to clean it up. But you're not
Yes,
going
Hannah.
to grow here, and your community's not going to grow, and others are not going to grow if everybody doesn't stop and follow everyone. I'm an
Yes.
avid follower. If I see something, I click on you and I follow you. Follow
Yep,
everyone. That way you'll see
that's
who's
true.
online and you'll help everybody's community grow.
Right.
Yeah. Wendy, thank you. Also, Hannah, you're correct. I am a creationist versus evolutionist. It's just a different. So it's a different information. I have 3 R's. I share this with everybody in all my broadcasts. When we present stuff, you can receive
Thank you,
it,
Randy.
or you can reason with it, or you can totally reject it. It's not going to change any of our lives because these are just broadcasts. Good information. It's just like reading an encyclopedia. If you don't like it, you can get another book.
That's too damn logical. Somebody say something stupid.
Somebody say something.
Hey, hey,
I
hey,
don't
hey,
want.
Randy.
I don't want to push the
Randy,
jig. I don't want to push the jiggler stuff too much. You know.
All
Oh,
right.
no,
Lord.
no, no.
Guys,
My dad said something a long time ago, and he died at 87, married to my mom for 58 years. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm the 15th of 17 children, and
Whoa.
amazing family. I love my parents, but one thing my dad always says, and that was back when we only had literally 8 stations on TV. He says, if you don't like what's on the channel, just change the cotton picking television. Just change it. Just change the channel. I
yep.
still hear him say it to this day. Just change the channel. You don't like it, change the channel.
That's funny.
And today we got people all upset. They get their skin hurt. They get offended over stupid stuff. There's so many different broadcasters. If you don't like what a broadcaster say, just change the
That's
channel.
right. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you.
Hey, guys, can I ask a question before I need to go in just a few minutes?
Sure. Sure.
Because I know all of you all are world travelers, and I've never been out of the U.S. I've been to, I don't know, 30 some different states, but um I didn't get to go on a honeymoon, and
What?
we had to postpone their honeymoon
Oh shit.
just because of work stuff. But we're trying to plan something now. So where would you all suggest?
How long have you
Uh,
been married?
Just a little over a year, about a year and a
I
half.
would try a solo
Congratulations.
honeymoon. Leave him at home.
Randy, oh my God,
Oh
Randy.
oh,
my
jeez.
You
gosh.
are a piece of work, man.
Well, Joe, Joe, I'm biased. I would say Italy, but yeah.
Well, Joy, because I've been on 37 cruises, when the cruise lines open up, I think especially for you to be able to hit multiple countries. When my wife and I got married many years ago, we took two cruises and one land tour, 21 days, and it was beautiful. So
What
when they
company?
open back up,
What company did you do it with?
I did Princess Cruise Line
There
and
you
Norwegian Cruise.
go. There you
Yeah,
go. Yes,
I
yes.
Legend,
Bring one
Legend of
home,
the
baby.
Seas,
That's the one.
Legend of the Seas,
Guess who
Legend of the
was in,
Seas.
Guess who was involved in designing that ship? Guess who was?
Who
Moi.
you were,
Moi.
Lisa?
You got that right.
Wow,
Really?
Yeah.
I love
Wow.
that ship. I
Yeah.
love that ship. Amazing
Love
ship.
I'm
that.
I
Wendy.
don't
I
like
love
to.
the
I don't
Lord. I've
like
been
to.
on
I don't.
social media ever since the election issues. I am very new to HAPS when Periscope ended.
I don't.
Welcome, Wendy. Thank you for asking about us. We're glad to know about you. I think, didn't I invite you? You didn't want to come up. You said you'd come up. You forgot. Or
Yeah.
did I not?
So
So
so for your
Edward,
money,
I don't like to brag, but you just put a wiffle ball right there, and I just had to hit it out of the.
no. Hey, listen, I understand. My wife and I have been on 37 cruises around the world. We love cruising. It's a great way to get around, and you get the most for your money. One
That's
thing my
true.
wife and I always we one thing my wife and I have a difficulty, and I don't like this. Always trying to find out when you're doing a land vacation, where you're going to eat breakfast, where you're going to eat lunch, where you're going to eat dinner,
Yeah.
where you're going to go. Well, you got to get transportation. And you know what? I told my wife, listen, I do that when I'm working every day. When I go on vacation, I just want
Yeah.
everything done for us. And that's why we do two major vacations a year. Last year was the first time we didn't do it, which is horrible, but it is what it is. We do a land tour because my wife loves going to museums and going to different places, and I love cruising. So we do two different major vacations.
Good.
But when you get on a cruise, you put everything in your closet. You take out different outfits, everything, and then you put it back in, and you pack as you go. At the end of the cruise, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Hey, Edward,
By the way, I have a personal question here. Who's wanting to take this honeymoon, Joy? You or who's pushing harder, you or your husband?
it's got to be Joy. Joy needs a good honeymoon.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
You're the one that really needs the honeymoon.
I would really like to have one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's
So
Like
just
you
like
telling
need the
me
like like
he's like
honeymoon.
like
he's
most
just telling
beautiful.
me
Do you
Go
want to
he's
ahead,
just
Joy.
go
telling me that I can
internationally, or
plan it.
what's your deal? What do you want to do the most?
I was actually thinking about a cruise, but I've been looking at St. Thomas and St. Lucia.
Okay.
I was,
Okay.
A
Can I just
Caribbean
say?
cruise.
Can I just say
yeah.
one thing about cruises?
Yeah.
Please, and this is going to be. Please don't do a carnival cruise.
Oh no. No. No.
Okay.
No.
We're
I
not.
tell you
I
what, if
mean.
money's a little bit short, my grandpa has a bass boat. My grandpa has a bass.
Hey,
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 Randy, I
hey.
am a country girl and I love to bass fish.
There you go.
Exactly. Exactly.
Joy. But let me tell you what Edward. I'm gonna mirror what he said because I'm also a diamond member on a Royal Caribbean. I don't mean. I hope you built one of those ships, Nazim. But
Uh,
I'm a diamond member.
Exactly.
off the record, and I'm not supposed. This is not being recorded right now, or is it?
Yeah, only to the
Uh,
world.
Yes,
well,
it is. It
I
is
can't,
only to the world.
I haven't
And
understood. We're basically working on Royal Caribbean ships.
anyway, I actually got married on a cruise line. I got
Are you
married
kidding me?
Awesome.
by royal romance. I got married. Me and my wife had
Awesome.
a beautiful wedding. We had 50 members.
Wow.
We had 50 members. Come
Oh
on.
wow.
And I got to sit with the captain on the captain's night, right in his table in the middle. It was one of the best cruises
Wow.
I've
That
had.
sounds wonderful. I wonder
Oh
if
my
they do
gosh,
divorces.
yeah.
I wonder if they do divorces.
It's
No,
mad.
no. They don't do divorces on cruise ships. The
The
divorces
Royal
don't
Caribbean
happen.
Divorce
Oh,
Court.
Lord.
Randy, Randy, that was such a beautiful moment for a Bronx Viking, and you just took it a whole other place, man.
I'm
That's why I had to
sorry. I
cut
was
him down. I
just
said,
thinking
nope,
about it, you know.
nope. I've been
No,
with
but
my
that's
wife since
great that you did that.
1989.
That's great.
Okay, for
Oh,
the folks
Byron.
who are interested, I put on the side the name of the company I work for and the ships that we've done.
I looked at it. You work for germs.com?
No, oh wait, no.
So,
GEM, GEM.
Okay.
so Nissan, I have a question for you. Since you actually work for these different cruise lines, why
Right.
would you criticize? Why would you criticize the lower brand that Princess owns? Isn't all of them in the same fleet?
Okay,
Carnival?
let me explain a little bit. I've been doing this for 27 years as a consultant, and when we started, it was basically all the Princess fleet. Then they got bought by Holland, and once that happened, we were not doing any more of their ships. We ended up doing Cunard, Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth. Now we're doing the Richard Branson ships for Virgin Voyages. And we're doing Silver Sea, which is now owned by Royal Caribbean. So those are the ones we're involved with.
I like Bronx's wedding and the whole thing
Okay,
on the cruise ship. I haven't heard a good story like that. That's great, Al.
Oh
Really,
yeah,
that's fun.
it right. We
That
got
sounds
married.
great.
Yeah, right at Pier 94 in Manhattan, and we sailed to Bermuda. So we were
There
at
you go.
Bermuda for 3 days.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
Did you have
That's
a good time?
nice,
memory.
nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
memory.
yeah.
It sure is. It really is.
But right now we're hurting. I mean, right now the
It
ships
is.
are
Yes.
yeah. It's
Hopefully, hopefully things start getting better. But if you look now, you could actually book a cruise, a 7-day cruise for less than $1,000.
Really?
It's
Yes.
amazing.
I think
Yes.
I'm going to
Are you
renew
serious?
my vows with my wife, but we're going to use a jet ski. Times are a little tough.
But Joy,
You make sure you get the 3-seater.
if you,
Exactly.
Joy, I think a cruise ship would be quite interesting. Just I would wait a little bit, at least till
Right,
September.
you gotta wait.
Because they're not
Plus-
right now. They're not sailing out of the States at the moment.
Yeah.
But they got really good deals
Well,
right now.
they
You
open
could
up.
forecast it. You could forecast it for I think up to 2 years, and they're giving you 100% refund if anything does happen.
Exactly.
That you can't.
Yes.
Plus, certain companies have added the jiggler package. You might want to look
Hey,
into
you
that.
guys, type in the comments 555 so the other people can see your comment and follow you. Al, would you mind just putting up 555? Mr. Nazim, just type 555. There you go. That way, people who know you guys follow the 555s. You're welcome, Wendy. There you go.
Cool.
Joey,
So,
congrats on your
so what were you
honeymoon.
guys saying, Bronx?
Yes.
Because you talked about that. My wife and I actually in November of last year, we booked our cruise for this year. We're going to be sailing out of Australia, out of Sydney, but we're going to
Wow.
fly into
Oh,
New Zealand.
What
We're going to fly
company?
into New Zealand. That one right there is what is that? I think that's not Royal Caribbean. I think it's Holland, or I forgot the
Holland.
name of the ship that we're going on. but
Holland America.
I think it's
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Holland America. Yeah. So we're going to be going there. We're going to be cruising for 10 days, but we're going to be 10 days, 5
Papa
days in
Bear
New
said he
Zealand.
lost 5 on his phone.
Yeah. So I lost.
What's up, Papa Bear? Come into this rat race. Welcome, man. We hadn't
Yeah.
seen you in a day or two.
Oh yeah, Papa Bear.
Papa Bear,
so-
we got
so
you
this-
up on the invite. Come on
I've
up.
never met him.
Good.
Come on in.
So this would be our 51st and
Hey,
52nd
how you
countries that we'll be going into. So looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
And all things being equal, we'll be cruising in November, in December. So hopefully everything is good.
Yeah,
and we're going to take the first trip out.
I think realistically, after September, things should start picking up.
I
again.
know quite a few people that have taken the Alaskan cruises and they really enjoy them.
The princess
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
princess ones are really nice.
Yeah, people have really they thought they had been in some of the other ones and that's the one they enjoyed the most.
If you take a princess ship,
Yes.
it's probably a ship that our company has designed. We do
Yeah.
we do the interior spaces.
Yes.
So I'm
Well,
actually going to really look into the cruises.
Yeah.
Yes, Joy. I think you really enjoy Joy, and your money will go a long way. That's the difference.
Yeah, but if you're looking to go, if you're looking to go,
anything and everything.
if you're looking to go soon, I wouldn't go on a cruise probably for about a year at least.
I tend to agree with you.
Yeah, I think this year is kind of like crazy right now anyway. So we were actually thinking about maybe sometime early next year.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
you could book it, and if anything does happen, you get 100%. So you should really start looking into cruising because you'll get a great deal too on top of it right now.
And I have never planned anything in my life that far ahead. You guys are a trip. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. You guys talking about next year? What kind of nonsense?
Well, that's because of the COVID, Randy. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I'm the
but
same
still,
way.
I don't plan
I hate
anything
to
like
have.
that.
I hate to live in a place where you got to think of that, you know. But
I
it
hear
is
you.
what it
Cup
is.
of Joe, what do you
Hey,
got?
Cup of Joe, come on in. Cup of Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Well, I'm
So-
gonna say to you guys that I believe that all the cruise ships and all other businesses has taken every precaution possible, you know, and understand at the same time, I'd rather be a person that gets out, do stuff that needs to get done. If I'm going to be the first one to go out and test it for all of you, don't worry about it. I'll be the tester.
Jamie, Cup of Joe, Papa Bear, you guys have been invited. We're waiting on you.
Run.
Papa Bear's here. We're waiting on him to pop in. Jay, we're waiting on you. Cup of Joe, we'd like to see you. Ed has agreed to be the test person. He's going on the first cruise for us.
Hey Jay, I was thinking about you this morning because I did a little tour of Milan and I showed the La Scala. And I know you're a big opera buff. La Scala.
That's called history right there, guys. History. Let's go.
La Scala. What are we up to?
Jamie, they're talking about something we can't do.
I can't join right now. I'm heading to see it. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I wonder why they call him a specialist. Is it like an amateur you can go to? No, really. It's I don't know. Just to think.
That's their discipline, Randy.
Can you get a better deal?
No, that's not their discipline. Randy's funny. He's hilarious.
So, Miss Joy, apparently you've got a lot of answers and nothing direct. You've heard about cruising everywhere but not going anywhere. Go to somewhere that get yourself out of the country, somewhere weird and different. Go to India, go to Vietnam.
No.
Don't make any plans and just go for it.
I wouldn't go to India right now.
That's what I mean. I wouldn't go to India right now.
Not now.
Joy, you can go to India. You can go to Indiana.
That's actually, I'll be there in June.
There you go.
There you go. See?
Not now. Well, you know, India is still not now, but later on. India has a lot of beautiful places.
Oh, sure.
India.
I've never been to India, but my wife says it's very beautiful.
I like to go to Asia in case I get a problem. I can kick gas them little bitty guys. You know, if I'm going to be in a strange country, I want to make sure I'm taller than everybody.
Well, my husband's taller than pretty much everybody anyway, so it's like.
I'm just joking. You know that, Joey.
Oh, I know.
I don't know. I went throughout Asia, and I think India would be an ideal place for it once they get out of this COVID thing. But the way they're going, everybody in the whole country is going to be fully infected by tonight at midnight. It ought to be over soon.
What a mess.
Randy,
okay, Jay, I just saw your comment. Yeah.
That's true. They said 300,000 a day. I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh.
Wow.
There are over 300,000 a day people infected, and they said 2 people are dying every 1 minute.
Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages here, so I'm going to have to get back to some sort of closer work this afternoon.
It reminds me of Mom's side of the family.
Gary, Indiana. He's actually, my husband's actually from. Sorry, I'm just responding to a comment. It's just he's actually just right outside of Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. Beautiful.
Yep.
Never been.
Fort Wayne, Lafayette, and all those places right in that little circle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
my sister-in-law they actually just moved to Lafayette last year.
Noblesville, Lafayette, all those, that
Middle
whole
middle
area.
Yeah,
Middle America. It's a beautiful place. Middle America.
Never been. Never been.
yeah,
Kokomo, Indiana.
it
That's the
has
place where
a.
they've been building aluminum cans since they invented the can.
You know what? I just found out too that the egg cartons is actually there's a factory in Decatur that actually makes those. So I
Nice.
just found that out.
And
Yep.
a lot of ethanol in Indiana.
Yeah. And there's also a lot of Amish. So
A lot of Amish.
a lot of Amish and
Really?
really my mother-in-law, she is actually from an Amish
Uh,
family.
hello, amuse me.
Amuse you.
Yes, hello, please amuse me.
Oh, Karen, were you?
All
Okay.
right. Well, Nasai, nice to meet you. Bronx, nice to see you. Joy.
Same here.
I, I'm almost.
No, the
I'm
caller
like.
ID said Investments of America.
Take
You know that
care.
was
Oh, there goes Papa Bear.
Papa
Hey,
Bear is in
I,
the
I,
house.
hello, Pop. Nice meeting you,
I'm
Ron.
like. I'm
It keeps
200
kicking
yards
me
away
out.
from. Yeah, I'm 200 yards away from my ending my 5 mile walk, and then I gotta get ready for my meeting. But I appreciate each one of you. Joy, good seeing you. Randy, always. Italy, thank you for
All
the
right, see you
views.
later, Ed.
Very
Have a
nice.
great day.
Have a great
Bye,
weekend.
Edward.
Bye, Edward.
Yeah, you too. Bye bye,
Take
guys.
care. Take care. Ron's here. I've never met Ron. Hi, nice to meet you, Ron.
How you doing?
Good.
Run.
Good.
I'm
We-
I'm in Miami right now.
That's where I used to live. That was I lived there for 22 years.
I was about to say, you look like you got like a little bit of a tan there. You're not getting that from Alaska.
Not from Alaska. I've been out in the sun. Whenever I don't have a meeting, I'm getting out in the sun, grabbing that vitamin D.
Good for you. Good. You look
What-
great. You look great.
What part of Miami?
Good. Hadn't seen you
What
in a
part of
few days.
Miami?
How's life?
Man, I don't know what part of Miami. I'm here on a speaking tour, so I got a schedule.
Okay, gotcha. Oh.
I'm just in a hotel that, man, it's a big, nice hotel.
No, I thought you lived
Really, really crappy service.
there.
That
welcome to Miami.
No, like I've literally stayed in cheesy motels where you got better service. Like I've been in a 2-star or a 1.5 that like at least they were nice.
Oh, they're not even friendly, yeah?
No, it's a mess here.
Wow.
That's bad.
I hate when
Yeah,
that
I don't
happens.
know. They're using COVID as an excuse to cut corners, so they cut back on employees. They're not cleaning rooms,
Oh,
and the continental breakfast was absolutely a joke.
Oh, wow.
And I went out to the pool and there's trash around the pool. And I'm like, come on, it's a new hotel.
But are you
Like-
are you in the city or are you on the beach, South Beach or
No. I'm somewhere in the city. I'm at what's the name of the hotel I'm at?
close to the airport?
I'm at the Spring Hill Suites. So it's a
Okay.
big room, and they're typically nice hotels. I've stayed a lot of these.
All right.
It's just when you're spending that much money, you expect something for it. I normally don't complain because I travel a lot and it is what it is. But usually you get better service, especially when you're staying a week at a place. They usually
Oh,
take care
wow.
of you.
Yeah, they should. Oop,
Right.
I got somebody at my
They're
door.
like-
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ron,
from
just
day-
really
did,
quickly.
did we lose Ron? No.
Who'd you
no,
lose?
I pressed tab by X. Sorry, I've got to run to the door. Somebody's beating on my door.
Hey,
Okay.
Ron, would you be able to tell us a little bit of stuff that you're speaking about down here in Miami?
Yeah,
Ron, just
I
real
provide
quickly, Ron.
suicide prevention Alaska.
Right.
So I've been doing presentations to churches, business people, all kinds of organizations, and I'm fundraising for our nonprofit.
Oh, cool.
Ron, really quickly, I would love to be able, and I'm going to have to go as why I'm interrupting, and I apologize for that. But I would love to make some time if you would be interested in letting me interview you. I would really,
yeah.
I would really
Cool.
appreciate that.
Cool.
Joy, let's
Cool.
do that. How are you doing,
Okay.
by the way?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Good. And your hubby's taking good care of you?
He is. He is.
Excellent.
But I am going to have to jump off because I need to start work. But
All right.
guys, thank you all so much.
Bye, Joy.
Um,
So
Thanks for
nice to see
dropping
you,
by,
Joy.
Joy. Same here.
All right.
Take
We're
care.
very
Have a great
aggressive.
weekend.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
You know, broadcasters are pretty aggressive. We never step off. We always say we're going to jump off, like it's a leap.
Exactly.
Like I'm going to jump off, and I hope it turns out okay. If I
That's
were to
funny.
just jump off, I might break an ankle. I don't know.
So Ron, when are you headed back home?
I get home the 5th of May. Cinco
Okay, a
de
couple
Mayo.
more days. There you go.
Yeah, then we're
Right.
doing a big old taco party as soon as
That
I get
sounds
home.
like
Nice.
Wh-
Hey,
wh-
how's the weather right now back home with the spring here?
About 40
Hey, dude.
degrees. It's warming up and the snow's melting in my yard, so that's good. It's 40 degrees.
Can I ask where home is?
Yeah, North Pole, Alaska.
Holy crap!
No,
Are you
we don't
ser-
have any of that. We have mostly snow.
Well, are you serious?
Yeah,
But what crap is there is holy, yes.
Yeah, when we left, it was holy snow, and there was about 4 feet of it when I left. I've been in Florida for 2 weeks already, so when I left, it was quite a bit of snow. So it's slowly melting.
Wow.
Yeah.
We
I
have
got
a
to-
holiday
I got-
coming up in about 10 days, and I was trying to get to the Philippines, but they keep changing the rules every week. Now that India's sick, everybody else is afraid, and they're starting to
man.
close airports again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a,
Everybody's afraid of this Indian thing, and they don't know what to do. So everybody's closing down again.
yep.
Such a shame.
Really?
Yeah.
The rules have changed so much lately. I mean, one day you wake up and you're making a plan, and the very next day it's all collapsed.
Well, that's what happened to me 3 weeks ago when I flew to Turkey to Istanbul. I basically put everything. Okay, I can if I go and stay less than 5 days, I can come back to Italy and there's no quarantine. Right when I was there, they did a decree and they changed everything. When I got back to the airport, said you got to stay at your house for 14 days.
Hmm.
They keep moving the cheese.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. That's crazies.
That's totally crazy.
That's why
Well-
I'm not really headed anywhere. I don't want to sit in the house for 2 weeks.
There you go. I have a niece that lives in Anchorage. Wow.
The big village.
Papa Bear, what were you about to say? Sorry, I interrupted you. The delay gets me.
I actually don't remember, but I got an interesting story. Last week, I was in Fort Myers. When I got there, I usually go to some hotel I like and I negotiate a good deal, and I'm good at that. But all the hotels were crammed, really full, and for whatever reason, I don't know what's going on. But also, they said just a lot of vacationers in Florida, and the prices were outrageous, like $200-300 a room a night. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I got on my phone and started looking at Airbnb, and those were pretty expensive too. And I found one for $99 a night, and I'm like, instead of a really small room but a private bathroom. At my age, I don't share bathrooms with anybody. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
All right, I'm not going to bump into your wife or your cousin. This isn't going to go well. So I need my own private bathroom. And so, your cat's in my room, I'm throwing it out the window. So I need privacy. And I've literally thrown cats out the window, just so you know. That's how it went.
Jesus.
And so I find this place, private bath, small room. I'm like, I don't care if it's small. It's private. It's near where I'm having my meetings. I booked it, and I get there. It's on a yacht.
Oh, so that's why somebody was mentioning that they saw you on a yacht on the stream.
It was
that's
on a
great.
yacht. It was on a yacht. So I'm on an Airbnb on a yacht, and I had it for 2 nights. That was all that was available. So I text the second day. I text the manager, and I said, "Hey, has it opened up? Because I'd like to stay here a few more nights." And he goes, "No, that one hasn't. I got it booked, but I can move you to a bigger room on the yacht at the same price." I'm like,
Right.
And he goes, "In fact, you can move right now because it's empty." So I just grabbed my stuff, roll over a few doors, went to a room that was like 2.5 times bigger with a king size bed, paying the same price. And I'm on a yacht. And I pretty much that whole week had the whole yacht to myself. 3-decker. It was amazing.
That's amazing.
Airbnb
What
on
company
a yacht.
is this through Airbnb site?
Well,
Yeah,
they got
Airbnb.
well, Airbnb has mixed stuff. They have yachts. They mix it up a bit.
No,
Yeah, in the
2 weeks
Philippines,
ago.
we rent mansions from them.
Oh yeah. Well, 2 weeks ago, I rented an Airbnb camper trailer, 37 foot,
There you go.
on the East Coast at Flagler Beach, if you know where Flagler Beach is.
Nope.
And I'm basically literally on the beach, and so you walk out and you walk over to the water,
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm like, dude, that's cool.
That's great.
Yeah, I rented a palace of a house in the Philippines overlooking the ocean, had
Yeah,
6 bedrooms, pool, private, everything, $200.
a day.
Incredible.
9 of us. And we paid $200 a day to stay in this mansion overlooking the ocean. It was
That's
beautiful.
yeah.
What a great deal.
Yeah, you
That's the
can't.
way to go.
Yeah,
That's the way
that
to
yeah.
go.
You can't beat it.
And
There's
that was
no
Airbnb.
Robert Van Buren, hello.
there's
Miss
no
Wendy, I think Papa Bear does see your comments. We all see them. Papa Bear, Wendy's getting
Oh, I'm
upset you're
sorry, I'm
not
not
seeing
wearing
her
my
comments.
glasses. So, okay, what about your yacht? Oh, what's this? All right, what comment did I miss? I'm going through the comments now. I haven't been watching. I'm sorry.
She says, Papa Bear been commenting, you didn't see my comments.
yeah. Guys,
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna have to run. I'm gonna have to go.
All right,
And
go ahead and put your
All
comment
right,
up there again.
Nazim,
I'll read
see
it.
you around. Appreciate you as always.
thank you, my friend.
Yep.
Nice meeting you, Ron. Pleasure, and always great seeing you, Al, New Yorker.
Good
Same
meeting
here.
you.
Same here.
One of
Have
my
a
favorite New
wonderful day.
Yorkers. Take care, guys.
All right, have a good one.
So
I
who
can't
was
believe
sitting
you
at?
had the yacht deal. I'm excited about that. Did you choose yacht or how did that happen?
No, I just chose a small room. It said small room with a private bath, and I'm like, and it had a private shower, which I prefer. And guys like you and me, we don't fit in a bathtub anyway. We need a shower. So
Yeah, I don't use the bathtub. There's no reason.
no. That's bath is for babies. All right, and really small people. And so it was a small room, but I'm traveling alone, so I don't care. I don't need a lot of space. And
Man, that is the ideal thing. But it didn't say yacht. There's no way I
no,
can
it
search
had
and
the
find
name
it.
of the yacht, but I didn't recognize it till I got there, and I realized, wow, I'm on a yacht. And then the captain came by at some point, was talking to me, pretty cool guy, and basically he's waiting for all the paperwork and licensing to take it out and make it like a sightseeing tour, yacht. But he said he might, he's just got it docked. Might as well, while it's docked, be renting the rooms out Airbnb, and they're nice rooms. I mean,
That
they
is
really look.
unbelievable. You got lucky. I've never heard of somebody getting that lucky. That's a miracle right there.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that happens. I'll tell you what, though, too, Randy. If I see an Airbnb I really want and I look at it and it's not like slammed and booked, I will send a message to the manager, whoever's running that, and I'll ask for a discount. And only once I've been denied.
Really?
Because people rather rent it cheaper than not rent it.
And to lose, right? That's a good tip. Yep.
And so I do the same thing with hotels, and people think you can't do that with the hotels, and that's not true. Give me a manager.
Absolutely. Yep. You can. Yep.
So I stayed
I
in
always
a couple
get a
of
better
years ago.
hotel discount at the desk than on the phone.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I've literally just dropped in like a cold call, walked into a Hyatt or a Regency or some nice hotel and said, let me speak to the manager. And they usually think you're complaining. And I say, hey, this is who I am and this is what I'm doing. I'm staying this many days, but can you give me this kind of rate? And I'll tell you what, they're workable.
Yeah, I've had that work for me every time.
Randy, as a matter of fact, I recall seeing a couple of your streams when you go to hotels and negotiating right at the desk there and winning. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've stayed
it's a
at
difference if they
5-star
want.
places for like 25% of the published cost and less.
Wow. Yeah, because I've been to places where they want $250 for the room a night, and I say, well, I'm going to stay this long, and it ended up being like less than half of that.
Yeah. It's easy
So one
to do.
time years ago, I was in Phoenix, and the person I had a booked a room in a hotel. I go to the hotel, and it's crap, and so I just walk in and cancel. I'm like, forget this. So I went to a nice hotel. If you go to a brand new hotel, you'll have a better chance of getting a good deal, not something established. Go to a brand new hotel They are wanting new customers, and they want publicity. So I go to this big place. It's like a hometown suites. It's a big where they have suites, and I go in, and I'm getting there late, like 11 o'clock at night. So it's the night manager. I said, "Let me speak to the manager," and she goes, "I'm the manager." I go, "Great." And I said, "Here's what I'm doing." And so I tell her what I'm doing, and she liked what I was doing, and she goes, "Well, let me give you this rate. I have this small room because I didn't need a big room." She goes, "I got this small room for like I think it was like 100 and something bucks a night. I'll give it to you for 89 bucks a night. And how many nights you staying?" And she goes, "If you stay 5 nights or something like that." Well, I was staying there like 10 days. She didn't know that. And I go, "Well, what kind of price would you give me if I stayed 10 days?" She goes, "Oh, 10 days? That's a whole different story." I ended up getting that room for $49 a night for 10 days,
That's awesome.
full service. And 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 I would come in late every night. I was at a conference, speaking at a conference. So I'd come in like at her shift every night, and she'd smile and say, "How are you doing?" And I'd say, "Hey, thank you so much. It's been great." And so you build that relationship. It was kind of cool. But you just have to be nice, and you have to be honest, and you have to ask and not sound like a used car salesman, or just somebody who's cheesy. You come across as a business person, but you're looking for a deal. And also, I'm spending nonprofit money. So people get that. I'm not spending my own money. So I kind of
Yeah.
want to get the best bang for the buck because my donors care. In this particular situation this week, I didn't spend my own money. It was somebody else. I had a sponsor, so they paid for the hotel.
All right. My son just sent me a message. Philippines. You can go to the Philippines starting May 1st. They will require a 7 night quarantine stay, but it's open
Philippines.
finally.
Open for what?
It opens May 1st for everyone.
No, for
That's
real.
the press release. I'll have to check on this on Sunday. Before I was going through so many headaches. I'll confirm it with their embassy on Sunday.
Yeah, send me a DM, Randy. I want to
Yeah,
know.
dude, that's a great deal, man. Finally.
Wow.
I've been in limbo for like 3 weeks trying to figure out what I was going to do.
Yeah, I've been in limbo a little while too, as you know.
Yeah. So that's a good deal. I will call and verify that
Boy,
definitely on Sunday.
that's
But the,
awesome.
yeah, I figured they would have to sooner or later. You just can't shut
Well,
down
their
tourism.
economy is trashed.
Yeah, they can't
And
handle it anymore. I mean, they're
yeah, and our governor right now, you were talking about cruise ships before. Our governor right now is fighting hard against Canada because they're trying to shut down those waterways and not let the ships come in for the Alaska cruises,
Oh wow.
you can't
which
shut
will,
down a waterway.
yeah, and
You know,
that'll devastate many of our port cities that live off of that 4 months of cruises, 5 months of cruises right in there. They live off of that all year. So you don't have those tens of thousands of people cycling into those cities, spending money. The whole city shuts down. They literally
yeah, I
board up.
seen a special on one of the news channels the other day. It did and it was on YouTube about the port cities in Alaska and how they were starving
Yeah.
from not
Well,
having the
here's what's
ship
crazy.
stock.
Here's what's crazy. And you don't see it in our mainstream media at all. But if you do some back searching, you'll find it. We have countries, I think it was Sweden being one of them, where they don't have any mask mandate. They treated this whole thing like a flu, like any other flu virus. It is a nasty flu virus, but it's not the plague. And they have lower death numbers than any other country. And so they let the immunity work. They let people get it, get over it, and move on. Most of my staff got COVID, and they said it was like a head cold. Only one of them was sick for 2 days. I might have had it
Yeah,
last year.
the herd immunity thing did work for a few countries.
Yeah, and so, but it's how you respond. But I talked to one of the employees here at this last night at this hotel, and she says, "Hey, I'm supposed to tell you to wear a mask the whole time you're in the hotel." And I go, "Well, I've seen your employees, and I don't think any of them can put a mask on me." And so she said, "Yeah, I think the whole thing is stupid, but I'm told to tell you anyway." And I said, I said, "Have you been having breathing problems?" She goes, "Yeah, I've been wearing this thing for a year." I go, "Because you're
Oh,
breathing in carbon dioxide, you know." And so we used to take animals to go have them put down. Do you understand? Like when I worked in law enforcement, you put an animal down, you took it to the facility, and you know what they did? They stuck it in a box, they sucked the oxygen out, and then they pipe in carbon dioxide. The animal goes to sleep and dies within minutes. And now we're sucking it in. Headaches, migraines, people are having respiratory issues. We have more issues happening from wearing masks than if they were attacked by COVID.
I
Which is,
do believe the constantly wearing and breathing that is not good. But I also know that in many people with already had sick, the virus is really rough on them. Not
now,
to say that
Randy,
they wouldn't be very sick if they got any cold or cough, but
but here's the craziness. When we were kids, did I just freeze up?
No.
no,
It
we
looks like
didn't
it
see
froze.
anything.
When we were kids, here was the protocol: you're sick, you stay home. You don't go around healthy people. Why did we flip it just in the last year? So now we want sick people to go out in the public, and now everybody has to wear a mask so that we don't make them sicker or make ourselves sick.
Yeah, that's
Mama
true.
kept us home when we were sick. If you got COVID, stay home. Let all the healthy people get out there. It's just gone backwards. We've reversed everything.
Yeah,
It
when we
doesn't make
got sick,
any
they
adult
used to
sense.
tell us quit drinking out of the hose pipe, use the inside faucet.
Yeah, and if you have pre conditions, obviously COVID, along with a whole lot of a plethora of other viruses, are really going to hammer you hard. And the friends of mine that had COVID and had a hard time with it and struggled for like a month, it's because they had pre-existing conditions.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Vitamin
Well,
D. When you're talking about vitamin D, that's your biggest hero against any virus, not just COVID. But
that is what I've been hearing from the UK doctor. He's really into the vitamin D. That's his number one everything. Vitamin D, vitamin D, vitamin D.
well, here's the deal. There's three categories that will go against your vitamin D, and one is if you live in the north, where I do. If you live up there near the Arctic Circle, even in the summertime, I'm not absorbing vitamin D. We don't get direct sunlight. We get it's sort of an angled sunlight, but you're not going to get vitamin D from the sun anywhere in Alaska or even the northern hemisphere. So that goes against you. The second thing is if your level of obesity. So vitamin D will naturally go into your fat, which means it's not getting into your blood system. So the heavier you are, the more vitamin D3 you need because a lot of it's going in your fat, not being utilized in your system. It's not simulating into your blood system. So you've got to take more of it. The third one is if you have dark skin. The darker the skin, even if you live in a sunny environment, like down here in Florida, you the vitamin D is not being absorbed into your skin like it would as a light colored person.
Hey,
And
Ron, we
so,
got a couple opinions here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loxy says, beard guy, referring to you, I guess. I have a beard too, but yours seems to be more elegant than mine. So you're spreading misinformation. Nurses wear masks for 12-hour shifts, no problem. And then there's a rebuttal saying, was listening to you, Ron, on Facebook, and the masks trigger my neurological issues, nasty headaches, and being lightheaded. So we have comments exact opposite. So
well,
anything else, Carol?
I work pretty close with our hospital. We're really close with them, Randy, and actually, the nurses are being told to wear masks now. Prior to COVID, you could walk. I go to the hospital all the time. As a minister, I get invited in there all the time to go in and meet with patients, and so nurses never wore a mask in the hospital. They only wore it in a surgical situation. Only during this when they've been mandated. And the nurses I know have headaches and they're not feeling good. Many of them have taken leave because they're wearing a mask all day. They're having trouble breathing. If you already have a respiratory problem and you cover your mouth when you're breathing, think about it.
Oh, I was
So
told to
I'm not
tell you
spreading
it's color.
misinformation.
T. Smith Tulla says I'm the one that said that.
Yeah, I'm not spreading misinformation. I'm just spreading information that doesn't line up with the common narrative.
No, Tala is the one agreeing with you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is that Tala?
Yeah, Tala.
Hi, Tala. How you doing, girl? Yeah. So
Well,
if you're prone
folks,
to
I hate
headaches,
to be a short sight. I am getting ready to cook dinner to eat in a few minutes, guys.
go do it. I'm gonna go
I
find
will
some grilled
verify
pork.
that information and DM you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And Al, as always, man, we really appreciate you hanging out, being with us,
Thank you,
throwing out
Randy.
your great information.
Thank you. And it was great to see Papa Bear. Great to see you, Papa Bear.
It was number one seeing Papa Bear. Now he's got me. I'll be Googling them how to find a yacht for $99 room here in a minute.
I think I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah, we're all going to be Googling our $99 yacht room.
No,
man.
dude,
You've
it was
inspired
awesome, man. It was really awesome.
All right, you got a lot of thank yous here. People letting you know thank you. All right,
All right,
folks.
thanks,
Good to see you guys.
Thanks for having me on.
Come anytime. We miss you.
All right.